What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another episode of the High Council, and I am joined tonight by my good friends. But we also have a new guest tonight. So first and foremost, I need to introduce you to someone that's new to geek culture. He just got an upstart YouTube channel that just hit 100,000 subs. I'm not even gonna try to be funny with it anymore. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Ethan Van Sciver from Comic Artist Pro Secrets, newly 100,000 subs. Are you got that check mark yet, EVS?
No, I don't think I have a check mark, but boy, I don't care about any of that. I just care about being at that number, and I'm grateful to everyone who subscribed. This is great, man. I'll tell you something. Being at 100,000 subscribers, Jeremy, you didn't tell me how cool this felt. It feels cool.
It does. It does feel cool. It does. I can't even lie. It is, and I'm really happy that you made it. The fandom menace just continues to get stronger and stronger, and it's just awesome, man. So congratulations to you, my friend. This is only the beginning, though. This is only the beginning.
That's
and Jeff Hicks is not with us this week. He had some family business to take care of. Everything's cool, and so we decided someone else hit a milestone just a few days ago, and he is part of the Geeks and Gamers team. You know him. You love him. He is Odin from Odin's Movie Blog. Congratulations on 10,000 subscribers, sir.
Thank you. And actually today I hit 11,000 subscribers.
Nice.
So it has absolutely been insane. And it's very cool to be again on the High Council. And this time to actually be able to talk to Uncle Ethan, who I have a bone to pick with about our love of Rostico, because I think I love Rostico more than he does. But that is for another day. But also a quick shout out to Steph and Tina, because they are mad that I never shout them out during the streams that I do on other channels. So
this guy's hitting on my girl. I'm right out of the gate. I'm feeling
right
out
of the gate.
Yep, damn right.
Revving, man. It's like that's my lady.
Oh man. Well, look, like we were talking about in the beginning before we went live, my goodness. There are so many topics to cover. I've got notes in front of me about what we should talk about. And it's like EVS said, he's like, dude, I took a nap earlier because I've been working all night, and I'll wake up and there's just more craziness going on. It's just out of control.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to start with something that you and I, EVS, are definitely right in the middle of, and that is Pensacon. Oh my goodness. Goodness. So for anyone that's not aware, Pensacon is a convention here in Pensacola, Florida, where I'm from. And I have been to Pensacon the last several years with media passes, never had one single problem at all. And then because I have an opinion that they don't agree with, suddenly I'm a toxic YouTuber. We know how that game works. So my media credentials were taken from me, which is fine. I kind of expected that with the video I was making when we were talking about this Vic situation, and this thing is just absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm not even that familiar with it, other than what I've learned through this Pensacon thing, and I don't watch anime, but this Vic Mignogna, however you say it, situation just gets crazier by the day. I made a video talking about the another story we're going to talk about with the Infamous, talking about swatting and naming me and EVS and the quartering and all that. And I was talking to that umbrella guy who I met last night on your stream, EVS, and he gave me more information. I'm like, my God, this thing just continues to get crazy. So Pensacon, you've been in contact with them. I'm sure everyone watching this probably knows about the videos you've been making, but now I saw you made a tweet earlier more about this bomb threat and the FBI and everything. Do you want to give us an update on what exactly is going on?
Yeah, for people who don't know, I made a couple of videos about how strange it was. And, it's funny. It's like all these things all start with kind of making humorous sort of, videos about how weird the pop culture is getting. So I made a video, and it was a perfectly harmless video about how silly it was that the guy who's running Pensacon is threatening to jail people, to call the police and have people arrested if they wear "I support Vic" t-shirts or show any signs that they're supportive of Vic Mignogna. I thought that was funny. I thought that was weird. I said, check out this comic convention. It's out of control. That guy who runs the comic convention, he sent me an email where he, in essence, said, hey, thanks for, supporting this hit job against me. It's all fake. He said, we've received a bomb threat, just so you know. And I said, well, show me the bomb threat. I want to tell more people. If I got it wrong, Jeremy, Odin, you guys know, I have journalistic integrity. if you show me more information, it doesn't matter if it's I don't have a narrative. If it goes against my narrative, but it's the truth, I am going to show more people. So I said to him, send me the bomb threat so I can show more people. He said, it's in the hands of Homeland Security. And then he said, here it is. I was like, okay. He's like, but don't show anyone. I'm like, no, I'm showing everybody. Are you crazy? I told you if you gave me the bomb threat, I was going to show people. So I took it and I immediately tweeted it out. And you guys, the fans, you got a hold of the bomb threat against this convention and you retweeted it at the FBI. So then I wake up and there's a phone call from the FBI. No, an email from the a private Twitter message, a DM from the FBI saying, please call us. And of course, I'm an American citizen. I do my duty, to work with law enforcement. I called the FBI and I speak to an agent who says, who tells me that this was never, he never got information about this. This was an FBI agent working within Pensacola, and he had never received this. He is part of counterterrorism. He does bomb threats. He does hoaxes. He does all this stuff. And he works directly with Homeland Security and the local Pensacola PD. And they had no knowledge of this, according to him, until my heroic tweet. Okay. The fact that I brought this to the people via Twitter probably saved countless lives, Jeremy. Countless lives. All right.
No, I mean, this is you are in the current running for greatest living American right now. I've nominated you for that. Because what do you do? How do you top being a 25-year veteran of the comic industry and a legend? How do you top that? You go to 100K on YouTube and then you save hundreds and thousands of lives. That's what you do.
And then in 2024, you run for president of the United States.
That's right.
That would be nice. I think of Superman too. When Superman foiled the bomb threat at the Eiffel Tower. And I'm not saying I'm better than Superman, but I'm at least as good as Superman. That's what I'm saying. All right. So that is me right now. And now I have been persecuted for this, for what I've done. All I did was I gave the information. This FBI agent asked me for all the info that I had. I gave it to him. I told him what's up. The FBI agent said, do you know when they received this threat? I asked the guy 3 times. He would not tell me when he received the threat. So I go online. Obviously, I tell everyone, look, there is this threat. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's a hoax, but I would say take it as genuine. Always. Every threat, take it as genuine until it's proved otherwise. Mm-hmm. So just so you know, and this guy, he threatens to sue me for defamation. This convention, because I endeavored to save hundreds of thousands of lives by reporting on a credible bomb threat on the convention floor, this guy threatened to sue me for defamation. And that is going to come my way. I'm sure I will be sued for what I have done. But you know what? It's worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. Would I rather not be sued and then just watch something awful happen to people potentially? Or would I rather be sued while those people survive? Of course it's worth it.
Yeah. And Odin, I'd like to get your take because you're not directly involved with any of this. So you've kind of been watching from a distance. So what are your thoughts on all this craziness?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know much more than what has been revealed. I've only seen a couple of the videos on the Geeks and Gamers channel. And what I gather from all of this is that you have a situation where they pulled your press pass, they pulled your press credentials. And then when there was just already in the process, before they even pulled your press credentials, by the way, there was already backlash because of some comments that they had made about this Vigneron or whatever his name is. And so they start getting threats in general already. Then the threats continue after your press credentials get pulled. And then all of a sudden they put all of the blame on you. Like, how does that make any sense? Like, how do they know for a fact that it's you? And I love that post where it's like, oh, there's some toxic man. There's some toxic man with a toxic community on YouTube. And he's the fault for all of this. It's like, shut the hell up. Where is your proof that anything is coming directly from him other than the fact that you have already pissed off so many other people because of your Vigneron or whatever his name is?
Yeah, and the thing is they've already shown that proof is not really something they're worried about with the whole big situation.
No, not at all. So here's what I would like to say: not all heroes wear capes, but I do. And if those of you, if some of you out there would like to make memes based on the Captain Marvel trailer that say he and then row and have
I
my
typed
face
that in the
in it,
chat. I just typed that in the chat.
row.
Yes.
Show me, some heroes are men. It's true. And some of the greatest heroes, in fact, all of the greatest heroes are men. And it's about
so
time
good.
that we stand up and say, you know what? A man can do absolutely anything a woman can do, except for that one thing. There's nothing that a woman can do that a man can't do better most of the time. And this is what we need to be teaching our boys. This is the example that I endeavor to set to the entire world, to the fandom menace. And I'm very happy to be here tonight to help share the message of my heroism. Thank you.
Facts
Happy to
don't,
have
facts,
you.
yeah, facts don't care about your feelings is basically the message here, everybody.
That's right. That's right. All right, let me get to a couple super chats, and we have a lot of topics that I definitely want us to get into. So, GRP Paul says, "Hail Jeremy, Vic has a legal fund that has been set up by Nick Rakita. Help Vic fight back." And he says, to clarify, it's a GoFundMe called Vic Kicks Back. I tagged you in it on Twitter. Now, you, EVS, you've had Nick, is it Rakita? Is that how you say it?
Rakita, yeah.
Rakita, okay. Nick Rakita, you've had him on your, or either you've been on his channel or you've had him on yours, correct? What is it?
Yeah, he's been on my channel a bunch of times. He's another hero.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and he's, people have been, I don't know if he's said anything about my situation or whatever about getting my press revoked, but I know that he's been talking about this story a lot. People have been telling me a lot about it. I've tuned into his channel a couple times, and this is what I love to see. Again, with the Vic situation, I'm going to say it again. I don't know what happened, and nobody else does either that's talking about it. Only the people, Vic and the accusers know exactly what happened, but everybody's acting like they know the truth. So right now, as it stands, yes, I do support Vic. I support the fact that Vic needs to have his day to tell his story, and the people that are accusing him need to provide evidence and proof, or therefore Vic is innocent at this particular point in time. Now, I'm sure the SJWs will take anything I'm saying, and if something else comes out, in a year from now, like, oh, see what he said, and that's fine. That's how they operate. But right now, looking at what Vic's going through is great to see the support that he's receiving from the community. I know there's going to be a day that they're going to come after me. There's going to be a day, well, they come after EVS every day, and so there's going to be a day that they're going to come after us in large swarms. They will ultimately get something that gets traction, even if it's not true. So it's good to know that we have people that are rallying around people that need that support. And that is really inspiring to me. And it makes me proud to be part of this community, because at the end of the day, we are not saying that Vic is necessarily, he shouldn't be investigated, because if there's accusations, there should be an investigation, but due process is being ignored completely. And that's what we're saying. Let's hear the story. Let's see the evidence. Let's see the facts. And the SJWs are not worried about the facts. That's scary word to them.
You must believe all women. All right. You must believe all women. That's their reality. That is
I love this point that EVS made, playing off that point. EVS, you talked about this. It might have been on my live stream or yours. I can't remember. And you were talking about the believe women thing. Oh, you're talking about it with Jason Ward. Believe women, but they don't believe the women that are speaking up against the narrative that they're wanting to push. So when a woman is speaking up against, or in support of someone that's being accused of sexual assault, no longer is it believe women. So it's only believe the women that are saying what we want them to say.
That's right. And you know what? That's how I feel. I was going to ask you, Jeremy. It's like, what is so wrong with believing the women that are saying what I believe? I believe the women that are agreeing with me. What's wrong with that?
Right.
Why is that wrong, Jeremy?
Exactly. And this is the hypocrisy that they had. They just show it every day. It's so funny. It's so easy to just monetize these idiots and their stupidity. That's what we do. And we appreciate it. But sometimes it's like, even today, when I was reading one of these Captain Marvel articles, where there's a Captain Marvel article, they're already making excuses for the Rotten Tomatoes score. And I did a video on it. And in the article, do you know what he referenced? Do you know what he referenced, EVS Odin? Do you know what he referenced?
What did he reference?
He referenced the Disney, Down with Disney's treatment of fanboys. He referenced that as to show a sign of what happened to the Last Jedi score. That account that had 12 followers, they're still grasping to that story. Can you believe these people?
We exposed that as a hoax, by the way. I don't know if you saw my SJW fandom scandal part 4 with interview with Jason Ward. We're going to talk more about that later on in the show, of course.
Yes, yes.
But that show actually did focus on Down with Disney.
That. Yep.
Blah blah blah. And that was exposed as a hoax. So it's not
Absolutely.
real. The whole thing about Rose Tico being harassed was a hoax. The whole thing about Rose Tico being driven off of social media by harassers was also confirmed hoax. Thank you.
Damn right. And but of course, it's just like anything else. It's just like any other story. It's just like the Jesse Smollett story. As soon as that gets exposed, all the people that have been preaching about it, it will go away. The mainstream will stop talking about it. The Hollywood celebrities will stop talking about it. The politicians will stop talking about it as soon as it gets exposed. When these stories are actually, when they're trying to push that narrative in the direction they want and there's no evidence to support the facts, they love to talk about it. And then the moment the truth comes out, they suddenly just stop talking about it. And that's exactly how all these stories go. And again, people like us, we pay attention to these things. We know what's going on. All right. Moist Visions Inc. hasn't started yet, and I'm already moist. That's what we love to hear. We love that we already have the ovens preheated, baby. All right. Mary says, Odin, you're the man with a heart emoji. Look at there.
Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Mary's good people. Look
at there. And I just want to make a point. Just to remind the SJWs that there's 3 straight white males on this show right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm a Christian, so yeah, come at me.
Oh shit! Oh man! and I objectify women consistently. The fuck are you going to do about that? All right.
I respect women. I respect them all.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Michael Dialer says, been so long since I've tuned into the High Council. Good to be back. Well, we're glad to have you back. And again, I want to make this announcement real quick. This will not be a public video after we record, but I will re-upload this entire video on my personal channel, D-Day Cobra, DDAYCOBRA. So good to have you back though, Michael. Dr. Coffin Nails, when duty calls, Jeremy's got balls. That is a good segue into what happened yesterday. I was sitting in my living room. I was watching John Wick 2, and all of a sudden, my phone's always going off. But I look, and people are sending me screenshots of these people threatening me at Star Wars Celebration. It's a threat, we should kick his ass, Seabass, just like, talking shit about me and saying I'm toxic and all this stuff and saying I should have Star Wars Celebration should ban me because I'm so toxic. And I'm like, let me get up. Let me go live. Let me go make some money off these dumbasses' tears. And that's exactly what I did. Turn the camera. Yeah, turn the camera on, go live. We had nearly 2,000 people.
Dude, he's in here. The dude who wants to beat you up is in the chat right now. He says,
"Oh, hey, there he is."
He says, "I still don't like you. However, your minion followers are clearly worse than you. And apparently, I'm an SJW and a shill. Yet I don't get paid, and I don't like Rose Tico." Well, fuck you, dude. Everything that you said, fuck you.
Yeah, this dude. Okay, so apparently he was claiming self-harm or something. That's what people were telling me. So I was like, I'll give him my phone number. We can talk right now. So he sends me a message on Twitter, cussing me out, calling me names, and then he said something about like, "Oh, I agree with you with your down the middle of the road politics, but I still don't like you. You're an asshole." And then he sent me private messages on Facebook, and I'm like, my God, dude, do you want a free t-shirt? You're clearly obsessed with me. Clearly. Number one, I'm not on the market, and our ships must sail in different waters because I'm not gay, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you clearly,
there's nothing wrong with not being
gay. And if you're in line, like Pablo's already, he's already claimed that he's first in line if I ever do go that way, which is never going to happen. But I want to keep your hopes alive because I want to continue to monetize your hopes and dreams. So continue to reach for the sky, buddy. But it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. But yeah, I appreciate you being in the chat right now. Can we get a lot of flex emojis going for CJ Hogan right now? Shout out to
we're
CJ
seeing
Hogan.
a lot. We're seeing a lot already. Just like ever since you started talking about him, there have been nonstop flex emojis. Because he is such a man. Oh my God. I'm gonna kick your ass, man. Oh, good luck with that.
So my whole point of this is I've spent nearly $3,000 on tickets for Star Wars Celebration for myself and my staff. And My staff is, different people, different backgrounds, different genders, different beliefs, different, races, whatever. If Star Wars Celebration wants to ban me for having a different opinion, I'm begging them to do it. Like, I'm literally begging them to do this. Do you know how much publicity I can get for this? So nothing you can do will win. I will win no matter what you do. If you don't get me banned, I'm at Celebration and you're crying. If you do get me banned, I will grow even stronger and you will still be crying. There's nothing you can do. So, what do you think about this, Odin? Because you're going to be at Star Wars Celebration with me. What do you think? And EVS, you're going to be there too, obviously. Odin, as a white Christian male, do you feel that you are being discriminated against?
I do, especially when CJ has comments like this in the chat. Yeah, no, bub. To quote Spider-Man, "Nice dress. Did your husband make it for you? You can swing that way. I don't." So I definitely feel a lot of hatred going on here as a cisgendered white male who is also a believer in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Hail Christ. And I feel that I have a special place here because I think that it's my calling. I think this really is my calling. I need to perform. So basically, when we go to Celebration, I'm going to bring an exorcism kit with me. I'm going to have some holy water. I'm going to have some Bibles in Latin, of course, in the official language of the church. And yeah, every time they try and come up to you, instead of trying to defend ourselves, I'm just going to throw holy water on them and say, "The power of Christ compels you."
Oh, EVS, you've dealt with this a lot. So what are your thoughts on all this craziness about trying to get me banned and threats of violence, which we know are hollow threats that would never actually happen in person? So what do you think?
Well, I think the threats of violence are pretty strange. Like it's the West Side Story, but gayer. Listen, I'm going to Star Wars Celebration with my friends. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna make videos. I'm gonna enjoy myself. And there shouldn't be trouble. If there's trouble, it's going to be pretty weird, man. It's going to be really, really fucking weird. And the fandom menace is everywhere. We watch each other's backs. We care about each other. Nothing bad's going to happen there. Nothing bad should happen there. And talking that way online, I don't know, man. It's just lame. So Jeremy, I wouldn't worry about it. What do I think about actually getting banned from places? That's actually kind of fun. This guy, I actually reached out to the convention, Pensacola, and I asked for press passes after he said he was going to sue me. I have not heard back yet. I would like to go. It's not. Look, this is all stuff that we cover. The way that I see Star Wars Celebration, I see it differently. My wife asked me, she's like, "What if you get banned from Star Wars Celebration?" I'm like, "I'm still going." It'll be better. I'll make better videos if I'm banned.
Oh my God, yes.
The whole thing is about making entertaining videos. I wouldn't go for the same reasons that like another fan would go. In other words, so
right,
and we'd have a good time, man.
Not to mention, we could take our entire group, go somewhere else, film it, and then say, "Hey, this is what you don't want at Star Wars Celebration." And guess what? It would be a gigantic group of people, and then it would just make them look even worse in the process.
Oh yeah. So yeah, there's the best thing you can do. If you hate me, if you hate any of us, the best thing you can do is stop watching and find something you enjoy.
Yeah.
And if you do, but I would highly suggest that you continue hate watching. I just we appreciate that.
We like that.
We definitely like that.
We're just here saving millions of lives, literally millions of lives. You can hate on that or not, but absolutely do watch.
Yeah, and
100%.
if you do try and throw a punch at Jeremy at Celebration, well, my beard will stop you, and your hand will get torn to pieces because of it. So good luck. Good luck with that.
Yeah, and I'm bringing the 300ZX to Chicago, so I'm not looking to get a lot of attention. If I wanted attention, I'd bring the Kia. No duct tape Kia is coming to Chicago. I know, ladies, I know. Sorry, you're gonna be disappointed. So, but all right, Monochrome Mandalorian first super chat. Yo, well, of tonight you were like sixth. Chihuahua Jeremy, Borkus Bork Bark, leg still broken. Borkus Bark Bark. Leia's leg's not broken. She just she did heard it though, but she's doing better. Monochrome Mandalorian, dang it, never mind. Yeah, there you go. Jaeger Bomb says, today is my birthday. Congratulations on the subscription benchmark. Hope you hit the next one soon. Keep up the good fight against the woke. We appreciate that, and happy birthday, Jaeger Bomb. Big supporter of the community. So everybody wish Jaeger Bomb a happy birthday in the chat. We appreciate his support. And we're about to hit another milestone. We're close to 120,000 subs here on the Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel. So I'm, what the hell, man? I can't believe that number. That's insane.
That's huge,
to me.
man.
It's insane. And it's only like our views are just going through the roof lately. So thank you to everybody that makes that possible. I'm just blown away. Ryan Siegel says, hail to the High Council. I got a Geeks and Gamers hoodie that I love and ordered a Fandom Menace hat that I can wear, that I can't wait to wear. Thanks, EVS and Jeremy. Yes, we love that. We love that. So thank you. And I'm glad you got that hoodie. They are on sale. geeksandgamers.com/store. Check that out. We just launched that store and we're going to have more products in the very near future. TLJ Screwjob. Ever thought about being Zod? You've got the look, beard, hair. The body could be a couple of X's smaller, but you could pull it off, honestly.
Yeah. I love General Zod. He was a hero of mine as a kid. The other two super criminals could have gone, but man, General Zod was badass.
Yes.
He's like, I see you're accustomed to worshiping things that fly. Good. That was awesome, dude. That guy was Superman 2, General Zod, best supervillain of all time.
Superman 2, so good. So
It
good. And
was
we almost have 2,000 people watching. Thank you, everyone. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. We are nearing 2,000. So the live streams have been picking up lately here at Geeks and Gamers. And last night, EVS, I was over on EVS's channel. Where did we top out at last night?
2,600. It was crazy.
2,600.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. So it's good stuff, man. Everything's coming together for all of us. And I'm just excited to be part of it. Solik Gree says, first post ever. Keep up the good fight, Jeremy. Thank you so much for that, and thank you for making this your first post. We definitely appreciate that. Jeremy Wick says, Jeremy Con bigger than Pensacon. Facts. You guys have been talking about me doing a Jeremy Con. I would never call it a Jeremy Con. My ego is nowhere near the size of EVS's ego, so I could never call it. He could call his EVS Con and get away with it. I could.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
But I would love doing a Geeks and Gamers Con at some point. So the more support we get, we can make that happen. The Grand Inquisitor, Remphamus loves Uncle E as much as he loves Rose Tico. There's a segue.
I just put up a new Rose Tico video about the Rose Tico TV show that's rumored right now.
I cannot wait.
I actually pitched a version of the Rose Tico show that I think people would watch and would be a success. I offered it to Pablo Hidalgo, but Pablo Hidalgo blames me for what you're doing. You were like, Pablo Hidalgo actually specifically said he liked me, and then you said, fuck you, Pablo. And now I'm blocked. Pablo blocked me.
Oh, man.
So, Jeremy, here's the situation. Because of you and you talking about, you want to fucking do this, Pablo? We can fucking do this. You said that to a round 50-year-old Mexican man. I don't understand. I don't understand what you were doing. And then he blocks me. Now I can't pitch my Rose Tico show to him. My Rose Tico show was going to be a sitcom called Tico Ball Shockery. And it was going to be Tico with her shocker stunning people in their scrotums if they try to leave the resistance. And that's all it would have been. It would have been like Ow My Balls from what was that show called? Idiocracy, that movie, but with Tico and a stun gun. I think people would have liked it. Now, because of you, Pablo Hidalgo will never hear about it. I will never get to it. I said, I'll join the story group just to get this done. Can't now. Thanks, Jeremy.
Well, speaking of guilty by association, your friend Remphamus brings me into your fight.
Jeez, I'm so sorry.
And I think that's far worse than what Pablo did to you. But so let's talk about Remphamus.
Okay.
My goodness, man. I've never had interaction with this person. Obviously, though, she associates me with you, which is totally fine. And there was a fake a fake swatting posted yesterday on the internet.
Well, let's explain that.
Okay, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, be careful how you got to tell stories, Jeremy. One thing I want to teach you, because listen, you can teach me a lot of things about sub growth and running a channel. You're really good at it. I'm going to teach you the art of storytelling. You have to imagine that everybody in the audience right now has no effing idea what you're talking about. You have to start at the beginning. So
show me the ways, sir.
Let me explain. Vic Mignogna, voice actor for anime, is currently being Me Too'd by the internet. Including some of his own coworkers are actually saying he tried to grabbed my ass. He gave me a kiss. All of this stuff is out there right now. It has destroyed Vic Mignogna's career. He has been fired from Funimation and from Rooster Teeth. His life is absolutely over. But it's not over with SJWs. Once they get a foothold, they just keep on attacking. Now, anti-SJWs, good, decent people like us, are actually countering all of this and defending Vic and trying to make sure that this guy isn't totally driven into the gutter, asking these people to validate their claims, to back up their allegations against him, and to just kind of stop being harassing, bullying, mobbing monsters. Because of that, these weirdos, these crazy SJWs are fighting back and making up false allegations. Now, recently, somebody named Peter Samiti, who is kind of aligned with, in a sort of strange way, Comicsgate. Peter Samiti has a comic book company called Alterna Comics, and he kind of said, hey, I don't think anybody should use blockchains on Twitter. Because of that, SJWs came after him and started calling him Comicsgate, and he was publicly, while he was on a live stream, cops banged on his door and pointed guns at him. He was swatted. Somebody called up the police and said Peter Samiti, publisher of Alterna Comics, stabbed his girlfriend to death, and now he's saying he's suicidal. So the cops came and they pointed guns at him, and Peter was like, what the hell is going on? He was swatted, okay, which is dangerous. It's attempted murder. If police really thought that Peter Samiti was a threat to himself or other people, they might come in and shoot him if he shows any signs of aggression, anything like that, not knowing what's going on. Swatting is attempted murder. So this story got out all over the place. SJWs were kind of ashamed of the situation. Suddenly, somebody who hates Vic, another voice actress who works with him, said, apparently some of these Vic supporters, they swatted me. Nice supporters you have. And she tweeted out photographs of her door, which had been kicked in, okay? And she accused Vic Mignogna's supporters of swatting her, and police having to batter ram in her door and point guns at her and all of this stuff. Renfamous runs with it and blames me, blames the quartering, blames Jeremy, blames a couple of other people. Yellow Flash for getting this girl swatted. Well, let me explain something, okay? The Fandom Menace, Comicsgate, we're not dummies. We actually searched through this woman's social media and found that she posted those same photographs of a kicked-in door back in 2016. This was a hoax. She actually committed a swatting hoax and accused us of being responsible for getting her swatted. These people are crazy, Jeremy. Absolutely crazy. Never believe a word SJWs say. They prove time and time again that they are liars. They are harassers, stalkers. Everything that they say about you is a confession. And once again, caught in lies. Caught in lies. I'll make a video about it. I'm sure you are too.
Absolutely, and that umbrella guy who he helped me out with my video that I made today, and I met him last night on your live stream, and it was funny because just a few days ago he made a video about the Pensacon thing, and I sent him a tweet, and I was like, "Hey man, thanks for the shout out, great channel, that umbrella guy, so you guys need to go check that guy out." And he just posted there's new evidence of collusion. So I'm going to get with him after the show and we can talk about that. And he's got a lot of good information. Also, the Yellow Flash too has just been phenomenal with all of this stuff. His channel is absolutely blowing up right now with covering this stuff. And so if you're looking for more information on that, those are a couple of good channels you can check out to get some more information. And we always appreciate story time with EBS. So
let me actually show people. People are wondering who it is that did this. And so let me just pull up the article. You guys can see really quick because
can I read a recent Renfamous tweet where
Yeah,
she
go
talks
ahead.
about this. She says, anyone who has been targeted by Ethan, Yellow Flash, The Quartering, Geeks and Gamers, or any or other of these Vic Mignogna supporting assholes need to call their local PD right now and inform them of a potential swatting risk. Please be proactive and protect yourselves.
Yeah, protect yourselves from these people. And actually, yeah, here is the person responsible. This is the article. Jeremy, could you focus this on me, please?
Got you.
I'm going to read this article. Swatting hoaxer Samantha Inouye Hart was allegedly involved in Funimation's Vic Mignogna investigation. Funimation voice actor, look at her, she's pretty. And Psycho's head, Samantha Inouye Hart, was discovered to have been involved in a swatting hoax. According to some internet sleuths, they managed to uncover the plot to smear supporters of anime voice actor Vic Mignogna, who had been tarred with allegations of misconduct. Originally on February 16, 2019, voice actress Samantha Inouye Hart posted a now deleted message on Facebook stating, "Reactivated Facebook. Ugh, Vic's fans were just extra terrible yesterday. Got tired of their constant victim blaming and their hate. I just can't deal with it when people suggest threats of violence towards me repeatedly, especially when I'm still recovering from being sick." On February 18, 2019, Hart posted a now deleted messages on Facebook claiming she had been swatted and blamed Vic Mignogna's fans for the incident. On Facebook, she wrote, "The fuck? House got swatted." Yeah, this is what happens when the cops kick in your door and aim guns at you. You say, "The fuck? House got swatted." Perfectly normal. "Thanks, Vic. Your fans are victim-blaming assholes. Spent most of the morning fixing my door frame and replacing the door. Police apologized and helped replace the door. I'm fine, just pissed. It was at my rental house, not the one I live at daily." Fellow Funimation actor Sean Schemmel, who is known for voicing Goku in Dragon Ball Z, also chimed in with his support via Twitter. However, it turned out it was all fake. On the evening of February 18th, 2019, Twitter user Chambers of Heart posted up screenshots of the evidence, showcasing the swatting incident actually occurred back on August 19th, 2016. Busted. Don't you guys grow tired of your own bullshit and lies? This is beyond exhausting now, he says. And here are pictures proving the lies. Okay, here's the tweet. This is the picture that she posted of her door being kicked in there. This is the result of that. And then over here, Sean Schemmel's like, oh God, poor you. And then they prove that, or is the proof that, I don't know. Oh, here it is from August 19th. There's the same pictures of her door kicked in August 19th, 2016. So busted, you liar. And in the meantime, all of this was blamed on us, wasn't it, Jeremy?
Absolutely. And this is what they do. This is what they do. They don't care about any details. They don't care about any facts. They don't care about any context. All they care about is, here's some low-hanging fruit. Let us use it to destroy people that we don't like because they have a different opinion than us, that they don't follow the talking points. So therefore, we're going to use this to try to potentially ruin these people's lives. This is a person who is taking swatting as an internet joke. That's what Renfamous is doing. She's using swatting as an internet joke. Swatting is dangerous. Swatting ruins people's lives. I have a fucking family. You know, I have a goddamn family. Okay, people. Every one of the people she mentioned have families, and she doesn't care about any of this stuff. She's trying to put us on the police radar for potential swatting risks. What in the world goes on in a person's head like this? This is a miserable human being that has no grip of reality. It's a mental condition is what they're suffering from. It's a mental condition. They are seriously deranged. And I encourage everybody out there, you all have the same opportunities all of us have. Turn your camera on and talk about this stuff. Expose this stuff. Do it. And there's enough people out there, they will support you, because we need more voices becoming prominent. More people speaking out. You know, Ethan is a classic example of somebody. You were in the comics industry. You're a Republican. That's not a very friendly area for you to be in. It's not really friendly for anybody that's a Republican to be in any line of entertainment if they're a Republican. Just ask Chris Pratt. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and Ethan he wasn't intimidated by that. They obviously went after him for years and years. They've obviously tried to slander him. They've tried to, every time you make appearances, they try to make violent threats. You've actually had them do acts of violence at some of your appearances. Multiple times. There's video evidence of that on your channel. You know, I know Odin, for instance, Odin, and I hate when Odin says this, but he always gives me credit, and he shouldn't. But you know, Odin has, you know, really found his groove in the recent months of just going, you know what, I'm not going to sit around and take this crap, man. I'm going to call this BS out. And how was that for you, Odin? Because I'm trying to let the smaller creators out there, let them know, like, speak up about it. So what was it about the current culture that pushed you to that direction, Odin?
Well, I mean, I really did think that a lot of it had to do with just the interactions that I was getting on Twitter, and just to see how people would just try and spin and basically I started to notice a pattern on Twitter is that they would put something out there, and then as soon as you would respond with facts and logic, they would block you. And then the tweet that you would share would then be unavailable within like 5 seconds.
Yep.
And it was in that point I was like, oh, okay, I see how it's going to be. All right, well, now I'm going to go ahead and record this and just call it out and screenshot everything, and then make sure that, you know, I get to call these assholes out. And so the biggest problem that happened recently, of course, was John Campia, who called us basement dwelling cousin humpers, deleted that. It all got caught. It all got covered. And then all of a sudden now, as of today, his Twitter is gone. Yes,
gone.
That's right.
Did you know about that,
Gone.
EVS?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
John Campia is a big cipher to me. He's a big zero. I have no, like, Mike Zero is somebody who I respect more than John Campia, you know. John
Yeah.
Campia is,
He's of the future. How can you not respect the man of the future? I mean, come on.
Correct.
Yeah, and so just seeing how this stuff continues to spiral out of control, they just continue to prove us right every single day. Now, again, the Fandom Menace, Geeks and Gamers, it's not about Democrats and Republicans per se. It's not. It's about, can you appreciate and respect other people's opinions without calling them fucking racist or a goddamn sexist? It's not really a difficult thing in life. You know, it's about understanding that nobody's holding you back in life. There's no systematic racism going on. There's no systematic sexism going on. There's just not. Everybody's life is different than everyone else's. Nobody has the same path in life. Everybody has different obstacles and hurdles that we have to go through. It doesn't, like, do you think my kids have the same fucking chances in life that the Obama kids have? My kid's gonna have to work a hell of a lot harder than Sasha and Malia. It ain't got nothing to do with race. Has absolutely nothing to do with race. It has to do with so many other factors. And people are so committed to being lifelong victims. Everybody has problems in life. Everybody has different problems in life. Everybody overcomes those differences that are successful. Everybody that is successful has had, even the people that were born into a rich family, they still had things to overcome. It's all circumstantial.
Look at the Kennedys. Look at the Kennedys. They're not privileged. They all got gunned down. Every single one of them.
Right. You know?
Oh my God.
Damn it. EVS just like.
I went hard there, man.
Yeah. Well, we all remember the stream you did where you played the video game where you were assassinating JFK.
Oh, yeah. What was that game called?
Grief for that. I thought I was going to get grief for that. JFK Reloaded. Yeah.
That's right. No. Oh, my God. I was the one on the grassy knoll.
We have over 2,200 people watching right now. Amazing.
Damn,
the High Council continues to get stronger every week. We appreciate that. Smash that melee button. Share this video. Spread the word. Let people know that truth bombs and red pills are flying on this episode, as they do every week, as they do for all of the channels within the Fandom Menace. So many channels are growing. Let me get to the super chat real quick. Proper Jeremy, as a matter of fact, this is a good segue for that. Ethan at 100K, Jeremy at 119K, Odin at 11K, Josiah 1200. I'm 5 away from 300. Sith just past 700. Milestones for everyone. A rising tide lifts all boats. This is the best community on YouTube. My goodness, that's amazing. That's so right. And
it is.
We've got like Mecha Random. I think she's around 22,000. Jesse Milestones closing in on 20,000. Anna is just on another level right now. Anna's closing in on 40,000. Anna's went from like 20,000 to 40,000 in like 2 weeks. It's been unbelievable.
She's a star. She's a star. Why isn't she on the show?
I have never gotten growth that she's gotten, that she's getting right now. I'll send her a link. But the growth is just insane that she's going through right now. I think she was in the chat earlier, so if she comments again and says she wants on, I'll send her a link.
Absolutely.
unbelievable that we're seeing this. Nerdrotic, another one. I've become such a fan of Nerdrotic. I've become such a fan of this guy's channel, and he's blowing up. Ivan is doing great things. Ivan is right now. I actually asked Ivan if he wanted to be on tonight, but he's kind of busy on something that's releasing this Friday on this channel, which I predict will be the biggest video that Geeks and Gamers has ever released. So the chat is going fucking crazy because I said that Star Wars girl. So,
I love her.
So, but yeah, it's so good. Let's see, my Halza, your father says my wife's son's YouTube is blowing up too.
Jeremy, I'm going to get to 103,000. I want to get to 103,000. That is my goal now. 103. I'm at 102,655. If you guys in the chat haven't subscribed to Comic Artist Pro Secrets yet, subscribe to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I want to see if I can get to 103. Every time my channel, Jeremy, here's the difference between you and me. There is an entire industry trying to destroy me. And every single time my channel moves and I talk about it on Twitter, they get upset. The entire comic book industry is trying to stop me because I'm pointing out the truth about the SJWs who have taken over that industry. Yeah, it's a very strange phenomenon. They get very, very, very angry with me. Some dude, one of these artists today, a comic book artist, came after me because I was criticizing the Captain Marvel Challenge charity. And he's just like, all he does is sit there and just criticize good things. The Captain Marvel Challenge is a scam, dude. It is the worst charity in the face of, well, there are needy children out there. There are hungry children. And so what we need to do is collect enough money to buy them movie tickets at full price to show them Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Do you understand what a scam that is? Do you understand how evil that is? And so we turned around, Comicsgate turned around and said, okay, well, we're going to do something different. We're going to raise money for for needy kids to give them what they actually need, food. And we started a charity for No Kid Hungry. These weirdo SJW Star Wars fans were all in support of the Captain Marvel Challenge. They did it in my face. These weirdos. They were like, who's that dude who's an artist for Tops? Mason. What's his first name? I can't remember. Star Wars Tops cards. But anyway, he started the charity. He's like, if you want to say fuck EVS, give to this charity to send kids to see the Captain Marvel Challenge. He raised $1,800. We raised $8,000, and I gave $1,800. I matched his donation. I matched what he earned for the Captain Marvel Challenge. We gave $8,000 to No Kid Hungry. Kids cannot go higher, further, faster on empty bellies, you idiots. You know,
perfectly said. This
feed
is
them sandwiches.
And it is. It's all of it's this. I sent a picture or on my Brie Larson video where it shows a guy taking a selfie while he's handing a homeless person food. You know, and it's like this is Brie Larson's mentality. You know, like look at me, look at me.
Yeah, Brie Larson would go to the homeless person who's hungry and hand him a picture of herself and say, "Look at me, aspire to be like me. I'm Captain Marvel." Hungry people need food. Needy people need clothing. Kids need toys. They need a better education. They need medicine. They don't need to fucking go see Captain Marvel. It's an absolute outrage that this charity even exists. It's allowed to exist, and that people say it's for poor kids. How can you not support it? Feed the poor kids. Yep. Make sure they have sandwiches and milk.
And as the people in the chat are pointing out with Alita Battle Angel, Alita gives people freaking bionic arms. People who have no arms, kids who have no arms. They gave one girl specifically a pair of bionic arms. Like that's amazing. That is a hero that anyone can get behind. Not, awesome. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to retweet this GoFundMe page that I could fund all by myself. But no, instead, I want you guys to put the money in to pay for these little girls to go see my movie, because then I get the money from it. And then I feel great about myself because I retweeted it. Do your job. It's like, shut up.
Captain Marvel is almost legitimately an evil movie at this point. It's like, it is a sinister and evil force of selfishness. It is Disney manifest. You know, like the idea of Brie Larson going on TV and saying, "Hey, I'm promoting the Captain Marvel Challenge. It's a charity to send needy kids to look at me for 2.5 hours." is evil, and all of that money is going right into Disney's box office returns. You can see why they're doing it, as the box office estimates for Brie Larson's opening. Brie Larson's opening. You only get one. Are have been downgraded. Okay, so Brie Larson's opening is not going to be as good as people thought it was. People thought Brie Larson's opening was going to be great. They thought it was going to be awesome. It's not. It's not as good as people thought it was. $180 million they projected. It's now down to $80 million. So no wonder they're scamming charities to raise more money that's going to go straight into the box office to force kids to watch Captain Marvel. Force hungry kids.
Did you hear that there was a change? Did you hear that there was actually a change? It's actually gone up 20 million. Now the projection is 120.
I did. I made a video about that today.
Yeah, and I think it's hilarious because I think they're playing this like, oh, what's it going to be next week? It's going to change every 3 days because they honestly don't know. I think they honestly have no clue how well this movie is going to do. And basically, they're trying to paint a narrative because if it underperforms, they want it to underperform just enough so they can say, oh, but it was, so close and it was great. Or they want it to be the projection to be so low that, oh, it's going to overperform. And then they could say, well, obviously it worked. They're trying to spin the narrative already.
Yep. It's unreal, man. 22, almost 2,300 people watching. Smash that melee. We are 9 likes away from 1,000. We appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Just a quick update. Jeff from World Class Bullshitters is not here tonight. He had some family stuff to deal with. Nothing major, nothing wrong. He just had some stuff that was keeping him away from the internet, which is always good to take a quick break from the internet. But Jeff's doing awesome. His channel is closing in on 100,000. I think he's closing on 90 right now. He just uploaded a video today. Every time Jeff uploads a video, it hits 100,000. And so we're proud of our brother. So we have Odin from Odin's Movie Blog joining us tonight. So if you have not subscribed to Odin's Movie Blog, please do so right now. I'm going to run through a few super chats, and then we're going to talk about Jason Ward, and we're going to let EVS talk about that because there's some questions I have too, just out of curiosity with everything that happened today. So
all right, let me get some of the drinks first. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, Yub Nub Jeremy. SJWs are crying. Let's Yub Nub. Yes, let's Yub Nub. Beautiful. The ball sacker says soon to be renamed to Ethan's Big Effing Comic Con. Adjacent Culture says, EVS, did you speak with Mulder or Scully? Jeremy, your book title should be Geeks and Gamers Turning Tears of Soy into Financial Joy. My story. That's fantastic. Geeks and Gamers Turning Tears of Soy into Financial Joy. My story. Good Lord. If all right, Adjacent Culture, if I do end up, and by the way, I got several emails from authors and publishers after I said that. I said if there's an author or a publisher that would be interested, I would love to write a book called How to Monetize SJW Tears. So if I'd ever do write a book entitled that, you're going to get credit for the title. That's fantastic, actually. So I did get several emails. So I didn't really expect to get those responses, but I did. So Anna is joining us. What's up, Anna? I don't know if she can hear us yet. Let's see.
Hey, girl.
Talk loud.
Hey.
How are you? She's muted now. You're muted for some reason, Anna.
Welcome, Anna. Welcome to
Technical
the High Council.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you.
Queen Anna, welcome.
So, yeah. So how are you, Anna? Congratulations on the insane growth of your channel as of late. You have been on fire, and we are all proud of you. So how are you?
Thank you. I am getting over a cold. I was doing a live stream the other day, and I wasn't feeling too good, and I almost threw up on a live stream. It was horrible. So I was in bed the past couple of days, not making videos, but seeing everything that was going on online. So I have a lot of work tonight. But thank you for asking.
Yep. Well, it's good to have you here. Everybody obviously is a huge fan of yours, and we're proud of everything that's been going on with you. And I just want to remind everyone, you know how EVS always toots his own horn. I said when I first brought Anna onto the channel, she would be bigger than all of us one day. I said that a long time ago. And as usual, I'm right. So there you go. I just, I'm not saying I'm, always right, but I'm pretty much always right. Okay. So Darth, who, hi all, shout out to Uncle E for the Fandom Menace t-shirts. Mine arrived last week and it looks pretty sweet. Looking forward to more merch. EVS, Well, no, you're going through Crypto Fashion, aren't you?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Because we're actually we launched our own store now for geeks and gamers on the site. So I was thinking about seeing if I could tie something in with you, but we'll talk about that later. T. Allen,
I just got my Fandom Menace T-shirt an hour ago, and I'm wearing it right now.
Oh,
nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It's my favorite shirt. It's so comfy.
Yeah, I had to get the kids one, but it fits awesomely.
All right. I love it. I want to see a bunch of those at Star Wars Celebration.
Damn right.
You know.
T. Allen says, Jeremy, I'm going to be at Pensacon. Any chance of getting a beer? Well, you can have a beer. I will have a Mountain Dew. But I don't want to say too much about what I'm planning on doing for Pensacon. There's a lot of people coming here to meet me that can't obviously hang out with me at Pensacon. But you'll see some stuff from me on Friday. That's all I'm going to say. So T. Allen, I believe you sent me a private message on Twitter. If you want to follow up with me on Twitter, that's fine. I just have a couple of requirements for meeting people from the internet. Number one, don't murder me. Don't rape me. And don't murder and rape me. So that's really the only requirements I have.
Yeah.
But anyway, GRP poll, Shiro. I guess that was from our discussion earlier. I'm so far behind on super chats. Black Angus reviews. EVS Jerman 2024. Jeff Hicks as press secretary. Jeremy, when do you want to come do a stream with the Fandom Collective? Just launched a group channel. #pie. Yeah, I was talking to Sith Kryptonian about that. Let me get this week behind me. If I'm not in jail this weekend, and if I'm not in jail, and the video that I'm releasing on Friday is a big success, that's really what I need to get behind me. So next week is probably going to be a really good week for me to do that with you guys. So you have my word. I will join you. I know you guys are really wanting to get me over there, and I promise you I will make it happen. I may need bail money, but other than that, we'll make it happen. Jedi Knight and friend to Captain Solo. I was watching Enterprise earlier, and Trip was telling the captain that he left a girl back in Pensacola, and I laughed. Penis Cola is so hot right now. TLJ Screwjob. IO9 released an article today. Apparently Vic was interviewed for it, except his last tweet was 6 days ago. Why do an interview that screws him over? I would like to see that IO9 interview.
I read it, dude.
Oh, you did?
So vile. Yeah, it really is disgusting. You know, as somebody, boy, this is a serious show, and it's only going to get more serious as we talk about the wards. But to be honest with you, having been a victim of quite a few of these hit pieces for these garbage tier kind of sub Gawker style hit piece websites, they all go the same exact way. And they're all meant to sound very, very sinister. And you read that article, and what they do is they take normal, in the case of Me Too allegations, they take normal human sexual encounters and they make them sound sinister. Now, if you're already predisposed to not like someone, like let's say, we're talking about somebody that we really, really don't like, and then you're going to slowly describe how this person max on somebody, takes a shot at getting a girl, and then fails. There's no way to describe that in a way that's not going to make him sound like a scumbag, especially if you actually are actively seeking to make him look like a scumbag. So he took me out for drinks, and he told me that he thought I was really pretty, and then he took me up to his room, and he walked me up to the hotel room, and he said, "Let me make you." He said to me, he leaned in really close to my ears and said, "Let me be sweet to you." And he put his hand on my thigh, and I couldn't get away fast enough. Now, that is how people have sex, okay? That is how people try to have sex with each other. And when you're describing it that way, it sounds awful, okay? It sounds really, really bad. But people do take a shot like that, and that's part of being a grown-up. Somebody who finds you attractive might take you out for drinks and then try to get you in his hotel room, and you have the option to run away. It doesn't make him, or you have the option to say no, you have the option to go. But it doesn't make him a monster. Actually having women come out and talk about their encounters with him, and by the way, none of them are Ted Bundy. They're all kind of Vic, kind of leaning in close, taking them out for drinks and saying, "Hey, you want to, I can make you feel so good, baby." And then them saying, "Ew, you're 52," and running away. it's really disgusting that that women are willing to do that to him, and you know, kind of spill his personal kind of attempts to have a normal sex life. And it really is disgusting that these articles make him seem like a criminal for this kind of behavior, when that's kind of the way everyone behaves when they're single. Okay. So yeah, read the article and just keep that in mind. You're being exploited. You're being manipulated when you're reading articles like that. They're using language in a way to try to manipulate your feelings and bring you to the point of disgust over something that really objectively is normal. Thank you.
Yeah, and as our president once said, it was just locker room talk.
Well, Vic doesn't rise to that level. He literally does say, "Let me be sweet to you."
What is the title of this article?
I don't know. It's on IO9.
IO9. So just type in IO9 and Vic Mignogna, and
I found it.
Oh, you got it. Okay. This thing is just absolutely crazy. It just continues to get further and further out of control. Miguel Flores says, "Do the Jar Jar voice." Misa don't want to do the Jar Jar voice. Misa got Anna.
God, that's awful. Stop, you're killing me.
Oh my God.
By the way, you could write an article about my interactions with pie and make it sound just as bad. Like Ethan knew. Ethan stepped on the scale and he saw that he had gained 5 pounds over Christmas. His wife said, "Maybe you should cool it on the pies." Ethan said, "I'm going out to get some eggs and Staples, babe. Okay, I'll be right back." And Ethan looked at the pies and he put 2 of them in his cart. And then Ethan came home and ate them with his bare hands. Scumbag. What a scumbag. You could do the same thing about anything. I mean, any description of a person kind of exhibiting some kind of human weakness, you could make it sound like a monstrous affair.
Oh, goodness. Oh, by the way, I need to make a point of this. If you guys get timed out by Nightbot, you're going to have to deal with it. The other night, and shout out to Stephanie, shout out to Laura, Caitlin, Star Wars for Life. We were getting absolutely spammed by so many trolls. The chat was moving so fast on me, I could barely read anything. And finally, somebody super chatted me and said, "Dude, this is out of control." And so Stephanie and the girls, they just came together and they just started John Wicking these dudes, man. I mean, they were whooping some ass. And so we set up Nightbot to try to go ahead and help them kind of keep these trolls at bay, because it's crazy. And so that's why. So if anybody's getting hit by Nightbot, I apologize, but these guys are trying anything they can to make these channels look bad, and we're not going to take it, and we're not going to take it. So
it's a trend because it happened to my channel just the other day too. So yeah.
Hey, Jeremy.
Huh?
Lemon meringue pie said to me, "Let me be sweet to you." I fell for it. I'm a weak man, you know.
Toxic masculinity at its finest. Yes. All right, JM, and give me a few more minutes. Let me get caught up on so far behind, but then we're going to talk about Jason Ward. So JM, Furry, so you're from a line of noble warrior artists, EVS, hero, noble warrior, hero artists. Mm-hmm. Adam Wofford says, "Hail God, Emperor Doomcock, true master of mankind." Yes, indeed. Doomcock is awesome. I've been talking with him lately. And I think, and I had to talk about this on live stream because it came up, but, I was just giving him some advice basically for what I thought could help his channel. And so we've been talking a lot lately, and hopefully before the end of the month, I'm going to appear on his channel on the live stream. He has not let me forget that I owe him that. So chapter Master Dante, in the grim darkness of 2019, where only Twitter hate mobs, Emperor, protect you all and keep up the good work. We appreciate that. Edie Haguma, they already are deleting tweets about Juicy Smollett. Yes, that's how I pronounce Jussie. Yeah, right. If you guys saw the Hodge twins' response to that, absolute gold. EVS, did you see that?
No.
I'm going to send that to you. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's the funniest thing ever. The Umbrella Guy. What's up, buddy? Hey there. New Collusion found on the Vic coverage. Yeah. And I just got your private message. So we will be talking right after the show. Stone Cold Jeremy, with all of these hoaxes coming out, the SJWs are destroying their own credibility. They are, but that's to imply they had credibility, which they never had. it is really good, because what happens is there's a lot of people like in the general public that don't pay attention to this stuff, and then they start seeing the hypocrisy from these people. That's where it really has an effect, where these neutral people start seeing what's going on, and then they go, what the hell is wrong with these people? You know what I mean? So let's see. Vandy Coop, thank you for the super chat. Jason Green, be careful, Jeremy. You'll have more hate boners against you than you can handle. Bring them all on. I'm loving it. Like I said, go ahead.
You just talked about hate boners and you said bring them all on.
Bring them on.
He likes the wood. He likes that wood.
I love SJW tears. Like I said on my personal channel, I will continue to monetize your pain. I will continue to do it, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
And he will take all of your hate boners.
All of them. All at once. Yeah.
At the same time.
Will Gentry, it's like someone said about Jesse Smollett. They need to be true. They need it to be true, because if not, it'll force them to face their own prejudices. Yes, exactly. Monochrome Mandalorian, straight white male Christian male here, y'all. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Amen.
Yeah, and I just want to say, I want to pat myself on the back, because I have really upped the representation at Geeks and Gamers recently with the straight white Christian males. I saw there was a need for more representation for that, and we have went above and beyond from that department. So I think everybody should give me credit for that. So if everybody can give me a flex emoji in the chat, just because I deserve it. I deserve it.
In the words of that woman from that amazing movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, God bless you, Jeremy. Bless you.
All right. Well, I'm going to get back to the super chats, guys. You know they're a mile long right now. I know you're going to work with me on that, but we want to talk about this Jason Ward incident. Now, I could do what EVS told me to do and tell a story, or I could pass it over to EVS and let him tell you the story. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. EVS, the floor is yours, sir.
Anna, do you know about this?
Yeah, I actually watched your video this morning, and I listened to your live stream that you did at like 4 in the morning because I was up sick and couldn't sleep. What? I was confused at the end. Did that mean that he is verified by Lucasfilm?
It's hard to say. I left it open-ended for you to decide. It's like I presented all the evidence, and you can listen to his denial, and then you can look at the evidence and kind of decide for yourself. But
that's what it seemed that you were going with him ending, Kathleen Kennedy, if it's not verified, then she's not real. Because,
yeah,
I mean, he doesn't work for any big corporation. He just, has his own website. I mean, if that's how it works, then basically anyone that owns their own website can go and apply for verification from Twitter. So.
Well, that is true. You can apply for verification. People are like, well, I'm verified on Twitter. And it's simply because I said, hey, I'm kind of famous. And there are people who imitate me. So can I get verification? They asked for a picture of my driver's license. I mean, that's what they did. And I got verified. So I don't know why it's a big deal. I guess maybe now people aren't getting verified the same way. But I think we proved that Kathleen Kennedy account is genuine, because she's talking to a kind of a pop star, kind of a rap pop star kind of character. And he's like, hey, it was fun seeing you in Ibiza or something like that. And she's like, oh, yeah, we'll see you again, blah, blah, blah. So that was really the only interaction that she had on that Twitter page. And we were like, well, who is this guy? And why is he hanging out with Kathleen Kennedy in Ibiza? And then we saw him talking to Frank Marshall, too. And then the same performer played at the Star Wars 9 rap party. And we went, oh, okay, it's genuine. Obviously, it's Kathleen Kennedy's account. And probably what happened was she got a Twitter, and she's an old lady, and she went and she tried to use it, and it didn't click with her, and she just stopped using it. And that's, I talked to Jason about that in private and said, it's definitely her, dude. Look at this. And I showed him the evidence, and he said, so it's kind of up to you to decide, what about that is true. Did Jason Ward, was he responsible for the Kelly Marie Tran hoax with Disney Star Wars, or Down with Disney Star Wars, whatever? Was that him? Could be, probably. I don't know. It seems like it was.
This is Andrea, I think, because you said on your live stream that she was listening to it going, he's lying or he's telling the truth.
Yeah. My wife is really, really good at that. You cannot lie to my wife. I would never dare. She would know. She knows she can read lies. And she was listening to it. And when the Kelly Marie Tran stuff came up, she went, that's a lie. That's a lie. But when Jason said, I didn't know she was following me, that was true. He didn't know that. But I think that could be kind of looked at as, yeah, even though we're interacting together somewhat in private, and I'm doing her bidding, I didn't know that she was following me on Twitter, you know.
Mhm.
All right, so that's what I think. So here's the thing, for people that are wondering, I've been working on a documentary series about some very strange allegations that kind of came up last October. Bobby Roberts and Brian Young, who are kind of Star Wars fandom luminaries. Everybody knows who they are. They run a podcast called Full of Sith, which is garbage. And basically, that's a little aside, Jeremy, if you don't mind, indulge me. Bobby Roberts suddenly was accused of sexual assault. And the entire community, which used to be for him, I mean, Pablo Hidalgo actually applauds Bobby Roberts. And, you know, they have inside access to Lucasfilm, big time Lucasfilm figures. So when Bobby Roberts was accused of sexual assault and everyone turned against him, I thought it was interesting. And I decided to do a series of videos to investigate this. Now, when I announced that I was going to do it, Jason Ward, who was not my friend at all. Okay, if you watch the show, you've seen me call him like a fetal alcohol syndrome potato man. I mean, I'm rude to Jason Ward. He inboxed me and he said, I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to tell you the truth of what these sexual assault allegations against Bobby Roberts actually are. But the problem is you can't tell anyone. I just want you to know because they involve my wife. And I went, oh, shit. So he told me what happened. He told me a story that up till that point, I was to keep secret. And when he told me, I said, okay, if I need to, I'm going, at the end of the documentary series, I'm going to tell this story. But instead of saying Jason Ward's wife, I'm going to say someone Jason Ward knows. And I'll leave it at that because the story has to get out. It's just, I don't want it to cause your wife pain. Well, I put out the last part of the series. I put out part 4 where we interviewed Jason Ward. His former friends swarmed him in the most toxic and disgusting way I've ever seen, calling him names, isolating him, abusing him, doing what SJWs do. He used to be important. These people used to be his friends. But the very fact that he had to stand up for truth with what was going on with Bobby Roberts and how it impacted him and his wife led them. And the only person he could turn to was me, objectively to actually get the story out there, led them to absolutely destroy him and call him names, persecute him, and then throw him out of the little village, essentially. So what happened was Jason gave me this story. He said, my wife, Amanda Ward, who everybody knows, before we were married, before we were dating around 2006, 2007, she went to San Diego Comic-Con with her then boyfriend. At a party, her boyfriend dumped her and left her at this party with his friends, who proceeded, one of them, to roofie her and then rape her at this party. Okay? So yeah, this is the story. Now that Jason has told this story on Twitter,
he released this on Twitter for everybody. Just so we're not
so I can't see any of this.
Okay, so I just want to. Now we're gonna, I feel like since Jason told it, I'm gonna tell it as well. It's important to understand what happened here. So she has been carrying this around with her. Now, Bobby Roberts was friends with Amanda's ex-boyfriend. Okay, and the ex-boyfriend goes to Bobby Roberts and says, Amanda was raped. No, Amanda slept with. Okay, she cheated on me with my friend, my business partner. So Bobby hears this, and Bobby believes his friend and thinks that Amanda cheated and therefore is not a very nice person. So he spends the next 10 years bad-mouthing Amanda Ward. Okay, and being rude to her and saying horrible things. Now, because of this, somehow the story gets mixed up over the years with telephone tag, et cetera, that Bobby Roberts is the one that raped someone, not Amanda, but just some girl at San Diego Comic-Con in 2007. Okay, that's how telephone tag works. That's how these rumors work. It's awful. So Bobby Roberts is now having to deal with these rumors that are being spread around that he actually sexually assaulted a woman himself and it gets out there. He was invited to DJ at a party for Oni Press, and a guy who works at Oni Press had heard these rumors and then further spread the rumors around saying, we don't want him to be a DJ here. He's a convicted rapist. See, so it went from that to convicted rapist. And then Brian Young is having this conversation with somebody else, with one of these women in this little fandom, SJW fandom community, where he says, people are lying and saying that my partner on air is a convicted rapist. And this girl says, he is, and I know his victim. All right. So who's the victim? I'm not telling you. That's none of your business. This is how this started. This is how this whole thing blew up. Now, to protect his wife, Jason couldn't explain this story. Jason didn't want to bring her any more pain. And this ended up destroying Brian Young's career. This ended up destroying Bobby Roberts' life and career. He's no longer on Twitter. He's no longer on his podcast. Jason Ward now decided to actually, he talked to his wife, and his wife said, look, to clear the air, to actually save everyone's reputation here, the truth has to come out. So at this point, the Wards, as much as we've been in conflict with them, okay, we're actual human beings here in the Fandom Menace. We're people with hearts. You know, I feel it's weird. It's like I actually want to cry when I say this, and it's awful. This is an awful thing that happened to an awful community. Nobody deserved this. You know, Amanda Ward obviously is a major victim here. Jason Ward protected his wife as long as he could, watching somebody he knew, who I think he kind of called a friend, get his life destroyed over it. Bobby Roberts never opened his mouth to explain where these rumors came from to protect Amanda. And in the meantime, these people allowed this rumor to grow and proliferate and destroy Bobby Roberts. Now, I don't like Bobby Roberts, but what happened to him here is absolutely wrong. And if it wasn't for my incredible documentary series, none of this would have come out. None of this would have come out. I really hope at the end of this, and I've been talking to Jason through this, and I'm just like, man, if there's anything we can do about this, I mean, please let us know. I really hope at the end of this, even though I don't like this guy, he's a douchebag, he said awful things about me, Bobby Roberts needs to be reinstated back on full Sith. And his life needs to be put back in order again. You know, the truth needs to come out. The people who are spreading rumors about this need to be punished in some way. I don't know what, socially ostracized, but this kind of thing can't be allowed to go on. It can't be allowed to go on. This was a fishhook that had trapped so many people in it, and the people who spread these rumors and continued to get out there and push and ruin and destroy. Man, it was a tough thing to untangle, but I'm really glad that we did untangle it. Thank you, Amanda Ward, for coming out and actually, again, we're not friends at all, but this was a heroic thing. She's suffering right now. Jason is suffering, trying to protect his wife. But I think ultimately they did the right, even though it was the most painful thing they could probably do over this. And I condemn those people who were currently saying, fuck you, Jason Ward, for going on EVS and talking about your former friends. They're not your friends. These people are not your friends. They're not your friends.
And I mean, Jason and I have had our differences for sure. He reached out to me in November. I guess he might have been like, EVS, I'll talk to you about this off the air, but you know, we talked, Jason and I talked. I came at him pretty strong when he, you know, reached out to me. I had a few choice words for him. Eventually we did talk. It was somewhat cordial, and he, you know, he was cool or whatever. And he, you know, wanted to meet up with me when I was in California. I did not take him up on that offer, but it was fine. I didn't follow up with him or anything like that, but remind me, EVS, I want to talk to you about that though. Okay. But ultimately, like, here's the difference between us and them. I don't know all the details other than what, you know, EVS has found out. We don't know this. I mean, a lot of crazy stuff happened. And with all the stuff that the wards have thrown at us, and they've thrown a lot, we could sit here and be petty and just capitalize and treat them like shit. But I don't feel that that represents us well at this point in time.
That's not who we are. It's
right.
not even about representation. I don't want to profit off of someone's actual pain at all, just because we disagree about The Last Jedi.
Right.
You know, these people, what they're going through is awful. It's sinister, what they're being put through. This community, this den of vipers, this viper nest of SJWs that I feel I've exposed by name in these videos. How dare they? Shame on them. I don't, you know, I know I'm you know, old enough to be their dads, but seriously, I wish I was their dads. Shame on them for doing this. This is awful. It's cruel. It's inhumane. And I think that, you know, our best selves, who we are, who this community is, even though we might disagree, even though we have kind of ideological enemies in this culture war, still what's right is right. And when someone's being wronged viciously, you know, we have to stand up for them. And at this point, I'm with the wards.
Yeah, and it's crazy that all this has played out through your Batman detective work that you've been doing. Because how long have you been working on this project on your channel? Like, this is a 5-part thing, and it's taken a lot.
Yeah.
Since a lot of time.
I think the first part came out in December. It hasn't taken that long, but it is you know, it has been a while.
Yeah. So Odin, thoughts?
I just think it's crazy that it's. I'm kind of just at a lack of words because of the fact that at the end of the day, what you have is you have a bunch of people who are so sick in the head that they will do anything and everything to tear somebody down, all because they don't agree with them, all because they don't share the same point of view. And to me, it just doesn't compute. It really just doesn't for me. I just don't understand how any human person could ever treat another human person in this way unless there is something severely wrong with that person. I mean, I think this also adds into the discussion we've been having tonight about the hoaxes. And, you know, obviously people in the chat have been talking about the Jussie Smollett thing. It's amazing to me that a narrative has been pushed forward by the media. A narrative has been pushed forward by these SJWs that we've been talking about, and that, you know, EVS has been pointing out and calling out, and it's disgusting. It really is, and it makes me, because I mean, a lot of you guys know from my channel, you know, I'm a high school teacher. I'm a theology teacher actually, and to hear this kind of stuff going on in the world, it makes me terrified for my students, because I know that these guys, at least one of them, is going to be put in some kind of situation where, even though they may not have done anything wrong, because the narrative fits, because the narrative of who they are or what they look like is against them based on just society's, you know, the SJW's societal rules, it's scary. It is absolutely scary to see the world that they are going into, especially in college culture, because that's where you really see this happening too, is you see this happening all the time of people being called out for something that they've never done. And yet, because of the fact, and also too, as soon as the news is out there, it doesn't matter if it's retracted later on, because all of the news, like, they report it. And then when it finds out that it's not true, they don't talk about it anymore. And so then everyone just assumes that it's true. Everyone just assumes that they have all the facts, even though that might not be the case. And there are plenty of cases that I bring up with my students all the time saying, hey, you remember ever hearing about this situation? Oh yeah, they were guilty, right? No, they weren't. Because you heard about all the things going on. You heard about everything happening, all when it was happening, like all when things were breaking, when they were just saying, oh, look, there's all the facts that we have, when there were no facts at all.
No
and it's
facts.
Scary.
So
it's scary.
The great thing about the documentary also is it really shows different ways to react to SJWs swarming your friends. And there are 3 figures in this that I speak about. There's Bobby Roberts, who is the victim, the main victim, the one that his fingers are being pointed at. Bobby Roberts fled. Okay, Bobby Roberts just said, okay, under the pressure of this, Bobby Roberts disappeared. Jason Ward fought back. Jason Ward stood up against them and fought back. The biggest cuck in the entire world and the coward in this story is Brian Young. Brian Young sold out his friend Bobby Roberts. He sold him out. He apologized to the women who accused him of this and begged for mercy and forgiveness. He is a total soy beta male cuck, and shame on him.
This is
I
a
have
guy
a question. So it's multiple women then, or was it just Jason Ward's wife?
Well, they're claiming. They're claiming. So at first it was, hey, no, we know who did this. We know what this is about. This is a misunderstanding. And then those women said, no, it's multiple women. It's multiple. Well, who? We're not going to tell you. Okay. So if it's now the truth, I think, is probably what Jason told me. That you get instincts about this. I haven't seen any more proof of anything else. And Bobby has denied all of this and said this isn't true. He said, I don't know what to do now. And he disappeared.
Have you tried reaching out to him to have him be on your documentary?
No, I haven't. I haven't asked
You
Bobby
should.
to be a part
He
of this.
probably would talk to you after that interview.
That's a thought. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know where he is. I don't know how to get a hold of him. But if he does hear this and wants to get a hold of me and talk about it, I would certainly be happy to have him on. Brian Young, though. Cuck boy, soy beta bitch.
He's the worst. He is the worst. He sold out
his friends. He sold out his partner. He sold and they still and the girls that he knelt before and pled these SJWs, he pled for their forgiveness. They still treat him like a bitch. He got nothing out of it. It's infuriating. Jason Ward stood up to him. So I got to say.
If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but Brian Young is still a contributor to StarWars.com, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Good job on that one, Lucasfilm. Good job. But we're toxic. We're the toxic ones. Yeah. Okay.
You think he'll be a celebration?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, so we have spent enough time on that topic. We want to get things back rolling here. So EVS, great work and great storytelling as always.
Thank you. I told you that was going to be serious. I'm sorry about that. We're very serious today.
No, it has.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy, man. Just there's just so much. There's so much to deal with right now. So let's breathe and let's get it back to where we need to go. And we knew we needed to kind of have a serious discussion because that's what the High Council does. We have fun when it's time to have fun. We have serious discussions when it's time to have serious discussions. We do everything that SJWs don't. We admit if we're ever wrong, which I don't think EVS has ever had to do that except for that one time about the title of episode 9. But other than that,
right. Other than that.
But anyway, we are at 2,400 viewers. That is a record for the High Council on my channel. I don't know if that's a record period. Is that a record period for the High Council?
It is. We're doing great right now. Look at this stuff. 2,400 people.
Dude, this is amazing. Thank you. I'm serious. I'm going to keep talking about how honored I am to be part of what we have going on. It's just a beautiful thing. And so with all this craziness going on, we are the common sense voices that you guys tune in to hear us bring everything back to reality in a normal setting because all these social justice weirdos are just doing so many crazy things right now. So, so Jason Green, I got that one. Will Gentry, I got that one. Midnight's Edge After Dark. What's going on, Midnight's Edge? Friends of the channel. We appreciate their work. Go subscribe to them if you have not. Funny, those who claim we are all spreading toxic fandom attack others personally over entertainment. The hypocrisy is getting bad in the Star Wars, Star Trek community. That is 100% accurate. And because of someone you all know, Nerdrotic, me and him have been trying to get together for a while, and it's my fault for not being available. We are going to be doing a video on this channel in the very near future about the parallels between the Star Wars and the Star Trek communities and what's going on with the fandom based on Discovery and Disney Star Wars. We're going to be doing that, and a lot of you were excited to hear about that. So that is going to happen very soon. I'll make it happen, I promise. And it's not his fault. It's mine that it hasn't happened yet because I've been so busy. So that's look forward to that. Rory Butcher says, "What a wanker! I'll send some veterans to Chicago if you need backup, Jeremy." Nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
He's got a Norse god. He's got a Norse god next to him. I got him, guys.
We need Secret Service.
Yeah,
great.
and I got Ivan. We're good. We're good. I have nothing to worry about. The messages I've gotten from people. Oh my God. Honestly, please fucking try to come punch me, somebody. Like, seriously, do you know what's going to happen to you? Good Lord. Like the amount of support that I've received. And again, I'm not worried about it. Again, I need to make this crystal clear. Not one single threat has made me scared or nervous. It's made me so happy because go look at the analytics. Go to Social Blade right now and look at the Geeks and Gamers channel. Go look at it, you stupid fucking idiots that keep making me more famous. You are so fucking dumb. The channel is averaging 200,000 views a day now for the last few days. That's the best we've ever done. You fucking idiots are so stupid. And I will continue to monetize your stupidity. So again, bring it. I'm enjoying every single second of this. Tony says, I love Odin. He's the Green Ranger of the High Council.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Nice. Starbat says, you guys are awesome. What is your end game? Will your network transform all popular media? Yes. I've made this comment several times. Geeks and Gamers will change media. We will. The plans we have, the momentum we have, the people we have, we will change media because of the support we have, not because of me. I'm just some asshole at the top of this mountain that's only lucky that I have smarter people that are helping me get to where we're going. But we are going to make such a difference. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take money, and it's going to take support. And we have all three of those things in our favor right now. And then EVS is going to change the comic industry. That's what you're doing. So we've got a lot of good things going right now. Proper Jeremy asking only the question Proper Jeremy would ask. Oh my God. Does the umbrella guy travel like Mary Poppins? What happens if
Yeah, he does.
what happens if lightning strikes his umbrella? Will he fly around and fart circles? Hashtag umbrella lives matter.
Proper.
God damn it, Proper Jeremy. Look, you are and EVS, if you really want to know who ultimately got you blocked, it was Proper Jeremy. Proper Jeremy started this whole thing with Pablo and I. He's got a video on his channel. He fessed up to everything. It's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
So Proper Jeremy ruined your Rose Tico moment right there. So blame it on Proper Jeremy.
Yep.
I will.
The Last Jedi Russian bot. I'm never going to need a cable subscription with all of the content the Fandom Menace firmly puts out. Great work, y'all, and stay strong for celebration. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Let's see. Van says, High Council, shut up and take my money. Wait, no, don't shut up. Here's money to keep talking. Yes, never stop, and we never will. The Last Jedi Screwjob. Favorite D&D quote. More like 1,000,001. Oh, so you're saying there's a chance? Jim Carrey's delivery is so funny. You're damn right it is. Oh, love that. Love it so much. Dan Rage 47. Jeremy can easily handle any deranged haters that come his way. Isn't that right? And if you can't handle some, toss them in a volcano. Just pray to hell it doesn't freeze up when the ice-hearted bastards fall into it. Thank you for the super chat and the support. Appreciate that. The Last Jedi Screwjob. Let's see. What's your favorite guys? I don't know.
I like a man that's strong.
Oh God.
I like a man that, Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, I would say, is the type of guy that I look at and look for.
All right. Odin's no longer on the High Council, guys.
I'm answering the question. He asked the question. And so he said, what's your favorite guys? And I'm going through my favorite guys. All right, Lord.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm assuming either you meant to have something else attached to that, or you were asking something in the context of what we were talking about at the time, Last Jedi Screwjob. So I apologize for us not having more information, but at least Odin gave you some comedy out of it. So Will H. CJ is in need of a BJ more than anyone in history. Oh God. Oh, he's talking about the guy that was threatening me. GR Peephole with the diversity emojis flexing emoji right there. That's what I'm talking about. So let's see. I don't know how to say this name. Idio Hugama. As an atheist, I have to say, body slam the NPCs with Jesus.
Damn right. You got it, man. You got it.
Nico Blue, let's see. God bless you, Whammon respecters. Respect Whammon. Respect them. The honest reviews. If they ban you now, you'll become more powerful than they could possibly imagine. You're damn right. Chapter Master Dante. Odin doesn't have a chin, only a second fist.
That's what I'm hiding underneath that. You're damn right.
Comrade Commodore, thank you for the super chat with a flex emoji. DM says, High Council is a new version of Must See TV. Loving that. Thank you. Fluffy hugs. We need a Tico hoodie. EVS, Tico hoodie.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Make that happen.
Ooh, a onesie. A Tico onesie.
No, the hood should be her haircut. Like if you pull the hood up over your head and it's her hairdo.
Yeah.
God, that'd be good.
So bad. So bad. EVS, if you make that, you need to wear it to Celebration. I'm just saying.
I will.
Reed Palantia says, who runs these PR positions? There have been so many missteps that I am amazed that there have been no words of sackings. Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. Good to see you all, and best wishes on your endeavors. Yeah, whoever's running Pensacon, I know who's running the Pensacon page, but I'm just saying, you need to chill out. You really stop. I made this comment earlier. Was last night with you, EVS, when I was on your live stream. I like coming back at people and talking junk online. I'll come back at you. We'll have some fun. Sometimes people take it the wrong way, and I find myself kind of going like, "Oh crap, I need to stop commenting because I'm making myself look really bad." Pensacon, that happened a week ago, and you're still doing it. Stop. Just stop responding to people. If you stop, it will eventually slow down. But you are did they delete that post where they mentioned you, EVS?
I don't even know. I'm not paying attention to them.
Yeah, because they posted on their Facebook page about what you said on their live stream. But then
somebody else posted that.
Oh, somebody else. Okay, so Pensacon didn't post that.
Yeah. They said, hey, you realize Ethan posted this bomb threat, and what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna keep the show going? He was on my side, the guy who posted that.
Okay, got you. Because I was mad. I was like, man, they didn't mention me. I mean, they mentioned me indirectly. If they're gonna, I was jealous because they mentioned you by name. I'm like, come on, man, hook a brother up, man. Mention me by name. But all right, so they're
someone that's never heard of Pensacon, what kind of convention is it?
It's just a general convention that has vendors, cosplay, and it's B-list.
So what's the theme? Like Comic-Con, it's obviously Comic-Con. What is it? Just pop culture? Anime?
Yeah, it's just pop culture. Because I've heard some people say, like Jeremy from the Quarterings called it an anime convention. It's not like specifically an anime convention. It's just a pop culture convention. They have video game tournaments. They have typically B-list celebrities. I mean, they're not gonna they do have some pretty well-known ones occasionally. But and it's got a convention floor. It's fine. It's okay. It's nothing wonderful. It's grown though. It's grown significantly in the past 3 years. Seeing it from go to the fairgrounds to the convention center over the past 3 years, it's definitely grown. But it's just kind of a general convention of pop culture. That's kind of what it is. So it was kind of a local thing, and it's gotten pretty big. But
considering before all this, I'd never heard of it. It seems like this is just good marketing for them. I mean, what's that saying? Like no publicity is bad publicity.
Right. That's true. That is true. I guess what it comes down to is what is the narrative? What narrative walks away with this? And if they are known as someone that does not allow free speech, which is pretty much what they are doing right now, and depending on what happens with this bomb threat, that's what the narrative could walk away from that. If those two things ultimately don't stick, then yes, you're 100% right. Ultimately, so many people that have never heard of Pensacon now have heard of Pensacon. So it's the same logic that I apply to when people always, scream about us. Like you're just helping us, And so, and again, I'm fine with Pensacon being more successful. I mean, it's my city, but just the way they're doing it, and I can, I'm going to use it to my advantage. If you want to ban me because I had an opinion you didn't like, I'm going to get views and I'm going to get traction and get more subs. And if you guys are successful, then good for all of us, I guess. You know what I mean? So it's wild though. But you're right. We'll see what the long-term effects are, if any. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory. Hail to Stephanie B for monitoring the live chat. Stephanie B is awesome. She really is. And we appreciate her. Absolutely. Yeah, she's awesome. And Stephanie, I did not know she was on the live stream the other day, Odin, when I joined you, and the way she freaked out, I was like, stop it.
Oh, she fangirled hard, and it was so cute. It was adorable.
Stephanie. I was like, I'm just me. I was like, come on. It's not like I'm EVS or anything. So the Ghastly Gamer, let's see, check your hate boners, man. Did Pablo say that first? I really didn't know that, EVS.
He did say that, yeah. He said, hey, man, don't... Ew. He said somebody told me to Google. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. Ew. All right. Yeah, Pablo Hidalgo said, I'm not someone who wants to cool down your hate boner, man. Get it nice and veiny and thick. Yeah. He
I
said,
didn't go that far.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm gonna look it up. Let's look that up real
So
quick.
descriptive.
I was actually looking up Brie Larson naked. Somebody said go look that up. I was like, oh my god, no. And yeah, it is okay. Pablo Hidalgo. Hate boner.
Man.
Sorry to
And
let you know that.
I just got a notification that Proper Anna's video, The Toxic Man, Jeremy Griggs of Geeks and Gamers, has premiered. I'll have to be watching that afterwards. So good stuff. All right. Mark Hod says, at the haters, the best revenge is to live well. If you can't do that, well, sucks to be you, I guess. 100%. Luis Ortiz, I want you guys with more subs than Mundane Matt. It'll happen.
Losing subs like crazy, so I don't think it's gonna be too near in the future for Jeremy and Ethan.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's let me show this real quick. Okay. So before we get too far off topic here, a lot of people are interested in Pablo Hidalgo and the hate boner situation. I know that you are.
You know,
and it is important. Listen, Pablo Hidalgo, you really shouldn't have banned me, but here it is. Okay, you see this?
let me lock onto you. Hang on. Let me lock onto you. There
lock
you go.
on. Who wants to read this?
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the thing. I ain't one to. What is
Freeze
it?
the screen.
Huh?
Freeze it on Ethan.
It is. It is on Ethan.
No, it's not. It's showing you.
Really? It's locked on to him on my end.
Can you guys see it?
I can see it. You have to click on it. Click on it, and
yeah, I am. I've locked on him.
No, Anna, just click on it.
Okay, I did.
Okay, yeah, it's probably not locking for you guys, but it's locking for everybody else. So,
Okay.
Here's the thing. I ain't one to take away anyone's right to a hate boner about anything. Get it hard and veiny, throb with rage. But if you're adding your way onto my timeline, that means we're on the same bus. And if you start rubbing it on my leg, I'll ask you to change seats.
I had
Now,
drunk?
yeah, that must have been.
What
you know
time
what's
did this get posted? Is there any way of seeing that? Because if you
let me
posted
look
it at like 2 a.m.
Dude, Jeremy, I don't know if you listen to audiobooks at all, but you sound like the Quam J and the Quam Jaw from the Thrawn duology by Mark Thompson. That was the whole time. I was like, what the hell is he doing?
Okay, so here's a little more context. Ryan Johnson pinning this tweet to my chest.
Oh God!
All right. So I don't know when he did. There's no way to figure out when he posted that, but yeah.
Yikes!
When I think about you, I pin your boner to my chest. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness!
And they want to say that like you guys have toxic masculinity when he's talking about boners. Like, when have you guys ever posted about a boner? Never.
Yeah.
But him, he's gonna go post that, and then Ryan Johnson's gonna pin it.
These people are nuts. All right. So yes, as far as us having more subs than Monday Matt, I mean at this point we're getting a lot more views than Monday Matt. All of us at this point probably are. So subs are definitely important, but knowing the algorithm is the most important thing right now. So and we're all leaving him in the dust. So let's see. Green Adrenaline 6405. Can I get an FU in the chat for Rimfamous? Chat. He's looking for an FU in the chat for Rimfamous. Titus Muller says, what role do you think Captain Marvel will play in AE? In Endgame. God damn it. I don't want to imagine this. I really don't. Anna, what do you think? You've been on fire with Captain Marvel. So what do you think?
I hate her. I hate her so much. Like, her and Brie Larson, I'm just like, girl, you are giving all of us a bad name. Like, just stop. Please just stop. I so far like Ethan's idea that Thanos is just gonna punch her and she's just gonna go away. I like that.
I think we all hope that happens. I think that again, this is just me, looking at it going, if Captain Marvel does not perform well at all, I think that, and again, Endgame's done, but they can still make some changes. I can't imagine they're going to make her the person that takes Thanos down. I can't imagine they're that dumb.
They're not.
Rocket just be sneaky and get the gauntlet away from Thanos.
Based on an article, I read an interview actually, and it was of the Russo brothers, and the Russo brothers even admitted saying, well, that would be extremely boring, and so that's not going to happen. Basically insinuating that they have tried to make it as clever as storytelling as they possibly can to make it a team effort that will lead to the ultimate end of whatever that might be. So if the Russo brothers say it, I trust them. They have not made a bad MCU film yet. And so as long as it's in their hands, I'm okay with it. Whatever happens to the MCU after them with phase 4 and with her being apparently the new center and the new star and the new Whammon leading everything, I don't know what's going to happen from there. But Endgame, I think, will be okay because I think that they know what they're doing personally. So,
yeah. Stephanie, if you need to get rid of that guy, go ahead. Like here's the thing. If people are making your job harder, get rid of them. Like you have full authority. So if anybody in here is making your life more difficult, Stephanie, because you're awesome, kick their fucking ass out. I really I don't care. You're not going to upset me. So handle your business and it'll be just fine. Cause I see you having to deal with that douchebag. So get him out. And we'll be fine, so don't worry about it. All right, so Mark C says, looking forward to a Jeremy and Doomcock live stream. Yes, we had a great time when I had Doomcock here on the channel, and I'm looking forward to joining him on his channel. Love Doomcock. Dean Domino 25 says, $1. Thank you for the super chat. Will K, Bama still. Love you guys. Bama still makes him throw up, apparently. Love you guys. EVS, I never got notified when you go live. I hope Penis Con fails this year. So...
Jeremy.
What?
It's Brie Larson in a thong.
Oh no!
From behind.
No.
Jeremy, help.
No.
Is there anything? I'm gonna say, is there anything there?
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Remember, didn't she need a butt double or something? Like, come on.
She was in a movie called The Trouble with Bliss, where she's in a thong, and there's a picture of it on the internet.
Are you gonna share it?
No, I don't want to have a cop. I don't want to get a strike on it.
No,
we could be giving people heart attacks. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No.
I don't even want to finish. I just want to leave.
EVS. We want hate boners, not just boners.
No. There's nothing. It's not. No.
Well, we don't want inverted boners either. That's painful.
God damn it.
Send it to me. Send me the picture. Send me the picture.
I'm not. All right, I'll send it to you. Okay.
I just Googled it. It's the one in the polka dots, right?
Yeah, you've seen it?
Good God.
All right, hang on a second. Jeremy, I'm
I'm
sending
gonna
it
send this to my mother, and she's gonna feel so much better about it.
Oh my god, dude, please.
EBS, we were on a roll, man. Just knocked me off the game.
No, people are sending me stuff, Jeremy, and it's not funny. And
Oh my god.
I just sent it to you.
Dude, I have more of an ass than she does, and that is a very disrespectful comment to make to anybody.
Oh my god.
Hey, but she can push a car in neutral, okay? She is strong.
That's true. I didn't do a video about that. Was she actually pushing a car up a hill?
A Jeep.
No, it was in a parking lot. It looked pretty flat to me.
Yeah, it was a Jeep. So,
but they made sure to mention it had a full tank of gas, and there was someone sitting in the front seat for safety. So
I'm not opening any more links, and you guys stop it.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Skyver.
Don't send me anything. I'm not opening anything, and I'm really angry at whoever sent this to me. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't immediately send it over to Jeremy, because of course I did. All right.
Shit. All right, let me get this back on track. Severe case of gone ass. That's what I just witnessed. So anyway, okay. All right. Proper Jeremy says, I just released a video explaining the origins of the Pablo situation. In other words, I was responsible for you three getting blocked by him on Twitter. Yeah, I just told EBS about that. So you definitely need to go check that out. It's a very funny video. I watched that earlier, Proper Jeremy. I actually watched that. And so it was a good video, man. And you're doing good job on your channel, by the way. I'm really you and Proper Anna are doing a great job with what the content you guys are providing and everything. So good stuff. Dean Domino sends another super chat. Thank you so much. The Grand Inquisitor, Jeremy, I'm still disappointed. I don't see Tomax and Zaymont and the Baroness in your vids. I would think someone on the side of Cobra would have them. I actually did have the brothers Tomax and Zaymont. I'd never had the Baroness, but I had the brothers, and they just got really old. And a lot of my G.I. Joes got stolen a long time ago. I had like probably a 75 G.I. Joes and they got stolen. I don't know who took them, but I'm still trying to rebuild my collection, but they're pretty damn expensive these days. But in time, my friend, in time. Kano Cyber says, I live in Cali. Living here is like in the world of Mad Max. You beat one SJW, 2 more show up. By the way, love all your guys' content. You want to swat me? Go for it. Nobody wants to swat you, and nobody should swat you, buddy. TLJ Screwjob, $36,645 in 2 hours for Vic's legal fund. Right on. And I'm sure that's going to continue to climb. And so that's awesome to hear. Dean Domino, any of you guys see the debate between Mahler and Major Lee? It's something to behold. I would love to see that.
It's so painful.
I would love.
Earlier.
I'm sure Mahler absolutely annihilated him within. Like, I don't even think it was close. How bad was it, Anna?
He was like a moderator. I'm only an hour into the stream. The stream is 5 hours because they're supposed to be doing a watch video about the fandom menace. So they talk about all of us in it, but I didn't get to that point. This guy, oh my goodness, he is just passionately defending The Last Jedi. And so Rags and the other guy are, just putting out these points. They're like, dude, this is why it's bad. This is why we don't like it. And he's talking himself in circles and just saying, you guys aren't listening to me. And then he's defending, Battlefront 2. And the first hour is basically just them talking about Battlefront 2. And he thinks it's good, but they're arguing, why would we give EA our money when the only reason our characters are going to be good is if we have to buy, better characters? And he just talks himself into a hole over and over again. It's painful if you do listen to it. It's on his alternate channel.
Yeah. Mueller.
Yeah.
Mahler's great. People have told me Mahler has said he wanted to have me on, and so if me and Mahler can make that happen, I would love to. I'm a huge fan of Mahler. I think he's fantastic, and so just let him know that I got the message that he said he wanted to have me on, and I will definitely try to get with him because Mahler's great. Mahler's awesome. So I can't wait to hear that, actually. All right. Adam Wofford said the same thing after Matt's swatting 2 weeks. That was probably something we were talking about earlier. Zimdog at GX. Just in. Captain Marvel spreads male toxicity. All them pics with her flexing. Love the channel and the hard work. Backing your info with facts, Jeremy. Thank you so much. Argentico 2003. Sue them. Set a precedent. I told you I was going to talk to EVS about that. I'll have to talk to him about that off air, though. Alpha Terranima says, do you think the witch hunt culture going on now will make creators become vigilantes as a way to counter it like game developers did in the 1980s? Right now, I just think it really comes down to a simple thing. The market determines the market. And that's really what it comes down to. If things aren't making money, they're not going to continue doing it. Do you see a Ghostbusters 2? You don't. Because Ghostbusters 2016 did not make a profit, and the market determines the market. If that movie would have made money, we would have seen a Ghostbusters 2. Luckily, that never happened. What were you about to say? Oh my God! What the hell is this? What the hell?
Yeah, 100% accurate.
Oh my God!
What the fuck?
I'm grateful to whoever made this. I think
he's not the hero Pensacola needs, but he's not the one we deserve, but he's the one we need right now. Is that what it was? Yeah. Something like. Oh God, EVS.
I think this is the dignity that I deserve for all of my heroism. This is the honor that I am entitled to for everything that I've done and the thousands of lives that I've saved. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm walking on air.
Oh man, so good. Oh boy. Chat just blew up on that one. All right, let me get back to this. KCC, a whole lot of SJWs have borderline personality disorder, and malignant narcissism. If you want to know how to beat them, research those. It's true. They really do. They really do. And thank you for the super chat. Jeff the Iron Wolf, what's up, man? Sub High Council, the Fandom Collective will call this out without fail. You guys are doing great work. Really appreciate the Fandom Collective. Always sharing and supporting all of the videos within the Fandom Innocent Geeks Gamers. And I really appreciate you guys. Can't wait to go on the Senate. Monochrome Mandalorian just ordered a hoodie with to go with my shirt. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Again, the Geeks and Gamers store. Go to geeksandgamers.com/store. We have hoodies and t-shirts available very soon. Very soon, because I know, again, my team is running that. I'm not really running it, but we are going to add hats and stickers in the very near future, and possibly beanies. But I need you guys to purchase these things. This is all about supply and demand. So we only bought a small supply of hoodies and t-shirts. I need to move through those. Then that will give me the confidence to increase the budget and get more product in there. So show me you guys want it. I will make the product available if you show me you guys want it. So thank you for everybody that's purchased something right now, and more to come. Let's see. Jedi Knight and friend of Captain Solo, Robert Meyer Burnett said earlier on his stream that EVS was anti-diversity. So I white knighted and sent a super chat, or sent a chat to defend thy Caesar.
Thank you. Who said that?
Hang on, it's a two-parter, and I'll go back to it. And he also said, EVS, you could stream with him to red pill his side to get more people on our side. He likes Doomcock and seems reasonable, but he's in that Hollywood bubble. So Robert Meyer Burnett, is that the guy? Robert Meyer Burnett, is he the guy that's on John Campia's live streams?
Is that the fat guy, the older fat guy?
I think so. Can somebody confirm that for me in the chat?
Why are people talking about me?
Yeah, Robert Meyer Burnett. Is that the guy that's on Campia's stream? Let me see what the chat says before we move on. I think so. Yeah, people said yes. Okay, yeah. So that's the guy on Campia's streams. He has mentioned you before, a long time ago.
Me, man, I'm feeling pretty good about myself lately. I gotta say, a lot of people are in love with me and can't stop talking about me. I don't blame them, but I mean. I don't know who any of them are. I don't know these people. Weird.
Let's see. Oh, Frank says, okay. Hey guys, whoever's dropping the merch link, moderators, go to the site and change, because we're dropping the old crypto merch link. I just got told by one of my my webmasters. So if you can go to the site geeksandgamers.com/store and get that link and replace that with whatever link you guys are using, so that way we can point to the link that we changed. And that's my fault for not updating you guys on that. So I'm sorry about that. All right. The Grand Inquisitor, socialists are the flat earthers of politics. Changed my mind. Also, I nominate Deacon Black on the High Council stream. Check his channel out. Declan Black. I don't know who that is. I know a lot of people are asking me to.
Declan.
Okay. A lot
I
of
will
people
correct you all the time whenever you make mistakes. All right.
Well, you're gonna have a lot of work to do if you're on a live stream with me. But also, people have been really asking me to get Thor Skywalker on, so I'm gonna try to get. If anybody can get in, like, I mean, I know of Thor Skywalker's channel. I've been a fan of his channel for a while. I've never directly interacted with him, but if anybody wants to tell him to hit me up on Twitter, I'd love to work something out with him, get him on a future High Council. He has a really good channel. So I kind of got him in mind for my next person that I'm going to bring onto the Geeks and Gamers live stream at some point. So great channel though. Let's see. Becky Lynch's boyfriend. Thank you, High Council, for being the voice of the voiceless. P.S. Twiggy, Fish Sticks, and Discount Dash Rendar gets reunion, but Luke, Han, and Leia don't. Exactly. And again, I'm somebody that was a supporter of The Force Awakens, man. But when you look back at this and knowing that those three were not together, it really pisses me the fuck off. So, Andrew Rogers, hey guys, first super chat ever. Hail the High Council. What are your thoughts on the Rose Tico TV series? EVS is over the moon. Odin's over the moon. Anna and I don't care.
Are you serious? You don't care about that?
It's first of all, it's fake. It's not happening.
Yeah, it isn't.
I totally should have made a video on it just to get just to capitalize off of it. But yeah. Let's see. Tom King says, "At that Star Wars girl talk nerdy with me was talking trash about you." Huh.
It's happening a lot lately.
Yeah, see, this is what happens. I mean, right now, Anna is kind of under attack from people and I don't know much about that Talk Nerdy With Me channel. I mean, I know of it, but just in general, I mean, here's the thing. Anna is a bigger threat right now to Captain Marvel than any of us, because she's a female who's speaking out and dropping truth, and she's not following the talking points. That's a far more dangerous target for them than me or EVS or anybody like that. So they're coming after her bad right now. So
and you know what they use? Well, because I even said this in my first video. I'm like, I'm their basic, target audience. I'm in my 20s. I need a woman apparently to look up to. Like, I've never had that in my entire life, but apparently now I need that. And that person just happens to be Brie Larson, which that's insulting, but whatever. We'll go with that. So when I point out, all go through my checklist. Okay, well, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. And, then they're like, oh, you're a snowflake. And I had to Google what that meant. So apparently I'm a snowflake because I don't like what they're doing. And so then this one person, actually it was a bunch of people, and I just spent some time, taking screenshots and putting it on Twitter. And so now people are making videos because people went onto their channels and were like, hey, why are you saying this stuff about Anna? And so now they're making videos and responses. And I'm just like, I'm not going to watch these. Do you think I'm going to go take time out of my busy day to go watch somebody talk shit about me? No, they just want free publicity now. So it's not worth it. If you guys see people saying stuff about me, just don't respond to them. Just ignore them. They just want, their little moment in the limelight. So just move on.
Yeah, and again, all you have to do is go to look at her social blade. It's been ridiculous lately, and I've been so happy to see it. And she's making noise. And when people start dropping truth bombs, they start getting intimidated, and they get more desperate than ever. And so basically, anytime you see them hating on her or any of us, but specifically her, especially for these next 3 weeks, because she's going to continue getting it. Because did your Captain Marvel video cross 300,000 views yet? Woo. It was close. It was close.
It's really close. I think I messed up my algorithm because I got sick and I didn't make videos. So I have an entire list of videos I have to make tonight. So I'm going to be cranking them out tonight. And I have a few new Captain Marvel ones I need to make. So once that happens, I've noticed the more I put out, the better my older videos do. So if I put out a video today, a video from a week ago will do really well. I don't understand it, but that's just how it's always worked for my channel.
Yeah.
So we will see.
Well, Anna is a superstar, and that is the thing. Anna is some people are stars, and it's just going to happen. And Anna is a star, so subscribe to That Star Wars Girl.
Damn right. She's getting very close to 40K. She's getting close to 40K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
She's awesome. At any point, I mean, because we're probably gonna be here for a while still, because the super chat's so backed up. If you need to bounce to work on content, just let us know. So all right, where did I leave off at? EDG Entertainment. Hey guys, I try to be a common sense guy, and part of that is trying to read a situation from both sides. Is there any merit to those who take a stance opposite of yours, or are they completely lost? It depends on the details and the context of what you're saying.
Can you read that one more time?
Yeah. All right. So, hey guys, I try to be a common sense guy, and part of that is trying to read a situation from both sides. Is there any merit to those who take a stance opposite of yours, or are they completely lost? So, is there any merit to people that disagree with us? Again, it depends on what you're talking about. They disagree with about social justice warriors. You're completely lost.
Yeah,
it's that simple.
If you like Captain Marvel, you're excited about that. You're excited about the Last Jedi. You think Rian Johnson's a good film director. Sure, it's a matter of taste. But yeah, when it comes to you want to, social justice warriors are, a toxic phenomenon, social disease that it's hard to defend them when you watch what they do to people. And here we are. I mean, we just talked about what social justice warriors did to the wards and to Bobby Roberts and all that. That is what they do. So there's no merit to defending social justice warriors. Like, society needs to stand up against them, in my opinion. But if you like Rose Tico, everyone likes Rose Tico. If you like Rian Johnson, it's whatever. Maybe.
Yeah.
I would say to that argument, you can look at movies like Civil War. Obviously, Iron Man and Cap did not agree. They fought it out, but they're still friends at the end. They still have each other, a way to contact each other. They're like, hey, you know what? You're my friend. I love you, but I can't agree with you on this. And you can look, at the other aspect, you can look at X-Men, you can look at Magneto and Professor Xavier. So there is a way, you know, to still have common sense, to think, you know, I have my own strong opinions. They might not agree with everyone's. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us here in the chat, there's something that we feel very, very passionately about that not everyone here is going to agree with. And that's fine as long as you're an adult about it. But like the guy said, you know, social justice warriors, they are almost impossible to reason with.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, you know, you look at my team. You know, a lot of people don't know a lot of the people on my team because you know the prominent people here on YouTube, and that's fine. But the people on my team, Siobhan, I always bring her up because she is my community manager, and we literally disagree on pretty much everything. She likes The Last Jedi. She disagrees with me politically. She disagrees with me on everything. And even during the election, you know, the Hillary Trump elections, she and I had to mute each other because I'm like, if I don't mute you on social media, I'm going to go crazy because you're a lunatic, you know.
Yeah.
But she's the best. She's the best, and she will have my back always. And so it all comes down to just decency and respect amongst one another. And the problem is one side, these SJWs, they don't have decency. They don't have respect. They don't have any line that they're not willing to cross. And that's just how I look at it. So it was a good question. It was a good question. So Stephanie Janisek says, you guys be careful at Celebration. Thank you. We definitely will. Monochrome Mandalorian. I'd like to publicly come out as an Ivan sexual. Hey, well, you're going to enjoy our episode of The Helpful Mexican. I'm actually going to be in Atlanta tomorrow. So if you did not see that advertisement, I put it here on the channel. I put it on Instagram. I put it on Facebook, and I put it on Twitter. It's The Helpful Mexican, and we are I'm going to be in Atlanta tomorrow with Ivan. We're going to be editing the Saga Ends. We're finishing that up, and then we're going to work on the first episode of The Helpful Mexican. Wow. So I'm so excited.
You should have him do toy reviews for Star Wars toys.
That would be awesome. I mean, there's so many ideas.
Like knockoff, you know, like if you go to the 99 cent store where it's all like, you know, the Mexican toy knockoff for $1, have him do that.
Oh gosh, that's actually great. So you got to pass some of these ideas off to me because that's going to be awesome. But yes, we have so much in development right now. I'm actually I haven't talked to them about it yet, but I'm thinking about getting Odin and Josiah because they're both outspoken white male Christians. I know. I would love for you guys to do some type of on the nose comedic show once a week on the Geeks and Gamers channel where you're talking about your Christianity and you're trying to trigger SJWs by talking about how much you love Jesus. I want to do that to piss them off. I want you guys doing Bible verses and all that shit. Because again, I'm not into religion, so that's fine, you know, but I want you guys to.
There's a whole video we can make about the religious themes of The Matrix, and we can pretty much do that for any film that you want, man. So.
And there's another show. I don't think I've announced this yet. I don't know if I should yet, but I guess I'm going to. It's called Triggered Reviews from Ivan. And what's his name? God damn it. He's got some stupid name, and he's basically going to be in a coffee shop, and he's going to be reviewing movies, like older movies, and he's going to be triggered by them as a Mexican. So more to come. We have a lot in the works. Anyway, let me move on. Okay. Let's see. Count Ludwig says, the smearing of Vic by SJWs and blatant lies being told by NPC press lately, i.e. Covington, is so infuriating to me. I fear these lunatics are actually going to get many decent people killed via swatting, mobs, riots, etc.
Okay, what is swatting? I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of it before.
Swatting is when you report someone and you call the authorities and you report someone and their address for a violent crime, and then the authorities show up at their house under the assumption that something bad is happening. So they go in with a very aggressive thought process, and people have been hurt.
Anna, right now, Anna has a machine gun, and she's aiming it at 3 babies and a puppy.
Yeah, just what they do.
And
how would you get your address?
Well, that's the thing, though. You can find people's addresses. If, you know, there's ways to find people's addresses. So these SJWs that hate people or people on the internet, they find their address and they do this because they hate these people. And it's
okay, that's sick. People that do that, they need serious help. If you're going to call, what?
No, and like, well, EVS, who's the guy that you know that got swatted?
This is a real thing. This is not just in movies. This is
This
a real
is a real thing, Anna. This is a dangerous thing, that a game that people are playing now, and it has resulted in someone's death. Yeah, that's exactly right. They're SJWs. There is something wrong with them. Now, this is a new thing that people thought up. And
when you call the police, if you call 911, it's going to give you the one that you're around. So how do they direct it to, you know? Obviously, I live in California. You guys live on the other side of the country. So if somebody over there was to call 911 and say, "Oh, you know, this girl, this is where she lives," they would redirect it, or what would happen? Because you can get in serious trouble for calling 911.
Of course. Yeah, but you call from a burner phone, you call something like you call that way, you call in a way that's untraceable. And you'll say, you know, "Oh yeah, you know, Anna has a knife and she's gonna kill a baby." And then, you know, she's screaming like crazy. Now, what happens is the SWAT team considers that an emergency. So they kick in your door. Now, what if you're cutting up a chicken right at that moment? You've got a big knife in your hand and you're nervous because they kicked in your door. They're going to shoot to kill to protect themselves. So this is attempted murder. When people do this, it's legitimately attempted murder, and it needs to stop. Now, it just happened to my friend Peter Samedi, who runs fortunately he was just doing a live stream at the time, but they kicked open his door and aimed 2 guns at his head and said, "Is everything okay in here?" They received a report that he had stabbed his wife to death.
What?
Yeah.
This happened during the High Council last week.
I haven't watched all of your videos, Ethan, but I think that's the one apparently that I didn't watch, and it was about the comic guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what? I did a video about it called, let's see, what was it called? And people should watch it because it's called Peter Samedi of Alterna Comics Was Swatted, The Consequences of Vile Harassment. It's only 5 minutes long, but it's a good video that people should watch and just understand the concept.
What on earth justifies calling the police saying that somebody murdered their wife? Do they not understand what 911 is for? It is for emergencies only. If you're calling to do prank calls like that.
These are sick people, though. These are sick people who have no concept of morality. It reminds me a lot of those. There was a situation in New York that became very big where people would literally just randomly punch people, knock them out in the face. It was called the knockout game. So these are just sick, disgusting people who have no sense of morality.
That upsets me beyond no end, because we have things like that to protect people. And so for somebody to abuse it like that, and then these are the type of people that say if they get caught doing that, they'll play the victim. And they'll cry and say, "Oh, they made me do it." Because that's the type of people that would do this. So that's just upsetting, because there are so many people that need help, that, you know, emergencies. That is what it's for. So they're costing not only somebody else, you know, possibly getting murdered by the police, but then somebody could have had a heart attack. And
you need to do a little research about this, and then obviously do your own video, because you have a lot of passion about this. You should say something.
Yep.
Yeah, I
agree.
I will. I'm sorry, guys. That's really upsetting to find out.
You're good. Yeah. No, it's they're disgusting people, man. They really are, and they have no line.
Yeah, and it's all targeted too. It's all targeted. Like, at least going back to the knockout game, it was actually, I want to say, it was geared towards Jewish people, and it was awful, absolutely awful.
These are the type of people that preach about equality, and this is what they do. That's lovely.
Yep. This is why you can't reason with them. You can't do it. So let's see. Morth says, I've tried and tried, and I've tried more. I've cried, and I can't recall what for. I've pressed, I've pushed, I've yelled, I've begged in hopes of some success. But the inevitable fact is that will never impress. More than these super chats are amazing. Count Ludwig, please pray for justice, peace in America. Definitely. And yeah, we definitely need that. Odin, did you give us an amen? Okay, somebody got on to me for saying
I gave an amen.
Somebody got on to me for saying Bible verses and shit in the chat. They're like, "Come on, Jeremy, Bible verses and shit." Sorry.
I got goosebumps when you said that. I was like, "Ooh, Jeremy." That's bad.
In the beginning, there was the word.
Oh man, I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, Moore says, "I've no more fox to give. My fox have runneth dry. I've tried to go fox shopping, but there's no fox left to buy." Count Loot. Let's see. I got that one. Oh, you sent it again. Please, seriously, please pray for justice and peace in America. Wamen, amen. I did both. Equal opportunity here. But no, I appreciate that, Count Ludwig. And yeah, Ludwig, I'm sorry. But I get it, man. There's a lot of craziness going on, but there's always but just because there's a lot of craziness going on, it doesn't. Let's not lose sight of the fact there's a lot of awesomeness going on. There's a lot of good people doing a lot of good work, and we just need to make sure we highlight that stuff going on. Unfortunately, the mainstream media in Hollywood controls the narrative, and that is why it seems so bad. But I promise you, there are more common sense people out there than crazy SJWs. These crazy SJWs make up a small minority, but unfortunately, the mainstream media in Hollywood control the narrative, so they're putting so much out there. This is why they hate PewDiePie right now. They hate the fuck out of PewDiePie because he gets significantly more viewers than every cable news show, and it pisses them off because they can't control him. He's exposing the nonsense. They don't like YouTubers in general because they can't control YouTubers. They hate us because they can't control us. So there is a lot of good going on as well, but that's not to dispute that there is a lot of craziness at the same time. So Morris says, again, I've no more fox to give, though more fox I've tried to get. I'm over my fox budget and I'm in fucking debt. What is going on? GR people, hail Caesar, for he feeds children. Opinionated uploads, justice for X-Men's dust. Down with the con. What's going on with X-Men? That's the wrong question to ask right now, but I want to know what's going on with X-Men. Are we supposed to get an X-Men appearance in Endgame?
Not to my knowledge, because remember the only thing going on with X-Men right now is Dark Phoenix. And obviously, nothing can really happen as far as a crossover is concerned until the Fox deal goes through, which is not going to be made official until March or April. So,
okay, all right. Missy Ann, thank you for the $10 super chat. It looks like you sent a double heart emoji. I believe that's what that is. So thank you for that. Yeah. Gene the Machine, Brie Larson isn't breaking the glass ceiling, but instead she's breaking the glass slipper she's walking in. Oof, so good. Kyler,
glass slipper.
Huh?
She's not even worthy of a glass slipper.
Damn right. Damn right. Kyler says, have you guys seen the eGuard watches commercial that's basically a rebuttal to Gillette? It's great. The best a man can get, in fact. eGuard. I haven't seen that. Have you guys seen that?
Watch party.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll have to do it. I have not seen that, though. TLJ Screwjob says, yes, Anna, slay. Jer, get the pick cat hat. So that's me doing the yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen. Yes. Let's see. Publius Piblocola. I guess Anna, Battle Angel. I think everybody's gonna agree with that one.
Thank you.
So this is the time when Anna entered the chat. This is how far behind I am. Simple Jeremy says, swig of stealing solo for the working Jeff. That's right. And we have still maintained 2,000 viewers. Holy shit, man. This is definitely the most successful High Council we've ever had in terms of viewership, likes. We've got over 1,500 likes. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. I think we've had a phenomenal episode. We're obviously going to try to get caught up on super chats here for the next few minutes. But is there any other topics before I kind of start plowing through the super chats? Was there any other topics that anybody wanted to discuss?
Yeah, that Star Wars girl is 200 subs away from 40K. So let's get her to 40K, please. Come on.
Boom. Boom.
Thank you.
Already?
Yeah.
Good Lord, man. That is insane. Your sub growth is out of this world right now, man. It's unbelievable.
I'm trying to be humble about it, but to be honest, I have it linked to my email, so I actually go through and read every single person's name that I get as a subscriber. And I woke up one morning, I'm like, I can't do this today. I have, 2,000 emails. I don't have time, but thank you, everyone.
Yeah, she's gained over 1,300 subs just today.
I just subscribed. I was not subscribed. I just found out.
EVS, you weren't subscribed? Come on, EVS.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, insane. So, congratulations. We're so happy for that. All right, let me get back to this.
Leonardo da Vinci in the chat says Anna's cuter than EVS. Well, I mean, what kind of thing is that to say?
Look at Odin. Odin's got her live count up right now. So, good job, Odin. Good job.
Wow.
We close.
Yep, we're closing in, so I'll just leave it up there for a minute.
177 more. She needs 177 more.
Okay. Darth
2000.
Bobcat says, no killing. Jeremy, you're such a prima donna, Jeremy. Oh, I mean, sorry. Alton Foster. Anna, I got the email that Luke prints are on the way, and now I have to build my daughter a print and a lightsaber stand.
Aww.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I sent it out today, so hopefully you guys get it within a few days, but I made sure to send that to Maddie. So Alton actually, he always buys 2 of my prints, and one of them goes to his daughter as well. So she's the cutest little girl, and he tagged me in a video because he got her my first 2 prints for Christmas, and so he sent me a video of her opening them on Christmas morning, and it was really sweet. So I hope Maddie likes it.
That's awesome. Good stuff. And Alton Foster,
and it is 117 subs away from 40,000.
Making it happen. Alton Foster's the one that sent me that amazing lightsaber. So that was such a great gift. And so Alton is such a valuable member of the Fandom Menace and Geeks and Gamers. So we appreciate that. Do we want EVS to count down? Look at that.
90,
Look how
no,
fast.
she's at 94 subscribers away.
We're left, guys. Hit that sub button.
91 subscribers away from 40,000.
Wow.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. So
you know what's funny is I always post like at Milestones. So I was like, oh cool, I got to 30K, and then I was like, oh cool, I got to 31, and I was like, I need to stop posting about this because I don't want to feel like I'm just rubbing it in people's faces because how fast it was growing.
84 subs away from 40,000.
Because this is awesome. So here we go. All right, I'm gonna read a couple super chats. You guys keep updating. So where are we at? Logan Michael says Hasbro revealed at Toy Fair that they are releasing 6 Kenner Star Wars figures from the 70s and a Tarkin in the same vintage style. Thoughts? My thoughts on this is the same as they've always been. Is they love to shove these new characters in our faces, and when they don't sell, hey guys, remember the old characters you love? We need money. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, it is true.
Proper Anna sent me that a couple days ago and asking me if what I think about it, and I was like, honestly, all of us that have all these action figures, that collect all the action figures, we have all of those original action figures. So why would we go buy the knockoff versions of it? Because we already have it,
Yep.
52 subscribers away from 40,000. 51.
Honestly, no.
49.
Whoa, we lost her. We actually lost her.
Oh, really? She fell off.
There she is.
44.
Are you back?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
All right, closing
We're
in.
going to get there. Hold on. 42. Oh, now we're at 38. 38 subscribers away.
This is
35. I'm just counting down. It's fun. I'm refreshing. I love watching stuff like this. 35 subscribers away. Let's go.
I'm gonna text my dad.
Yeah, it's a big moment.
Oh, he's sleeping. It's already past 8.
33. Guys, we need 33 more subscribers to subscribe to That Star Wars Girl. 31. 31, guys. Make this happen in the next few minutes. Wow. Now we just need 22.
Oh my
22
God.
more subscribers to get to That Star Wars Girl. 20 subscribers to get That Star Wars Girl to 40,000. 13. 13, Anna.
Oh my gosh.
11.
This is insane.
Come on, guys. You want to be the one to be.
No, they're fucking with her like they.
Now they're
did me that
unsubbing.
time.
One subscriber, $39.99. She's there. 4011.
Is she there?
Wow.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Boom! Wow, look at there.
Look at that.
It hasn't updated on mine yet.
40,011 subscribers.
40,014 on my end.
14,
Boom,
nice.
baby.
31.
That's crazy.
Nice.
40,031. They're coming in like crazy now.
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness. Well, here, I'll turn my camera on and say thank you to everyone. I don't know if
Oh,
it,
guys.
if
Yep,
it works.
you're on.
Oh,
You're on.
hi. I know my camera's over here now because I got anything. Thank you, everyone. Okay, camera's going back off.
Yay.
All right.
Good job.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Anna.
Thank
You know,
you.
my reign at the top of the Fandom Menace will be short lived. But
45. Wow, Anna. 300 subscribers in just like a few
A
minutes.
minute.
yeah,
Like 2 minutes. That's insane. Thank you so much, everyone.
yeah, but I'm not saying this too much. I'm being serious now. But when I first met her and watched her videos, I did tell her that she would be huge if she just did consistent content. She would be bigger than all of us one day, and I'm super proud of her. She's an awesome person. She's a good friend, and I could not be prouder of her. So I'm glad it happened here on the High Council with her on board. So congratulations.
Cool.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Congrats, girl. Yes, queen. Yes. Yes.
All right, let's see. We got to get back on these super chats. Dr. Coffinell says, at Ethan, I'm 53 thanks. I'm assuming that was about the comment you made earlier.
Who did I say? I said someone was 50. Oh, I said Vic was 52. Yeah.
All right. I'm with Alita says, love the show. The Quartering Nerdrotic Clownfish TV, Dave Cullen, Snow, Bowl Streak, all these great people. You guys and gals are our voice against the SJWs. Oh, and you go, Anna, classic lady right there.
Oh,
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. GRP poll, I can't wait for the newest channel, Sausage Lovers Rose Secret. What?
I want. That's what I wanna see.
Mazza Monty, Star Wars Celebration. Let's see. Tuesday. What is this now? Hang on. All right. Star Wars Celebration. CSRX. Tuesday, 19th of February, 1457. Hi, Mazza. Good day. We already forwarded your concern to the appropriate department. If you have any questions, just let us know. Thank you, customer service. Oh, that was Mazza. When they were trying to send the emails trying to have me banned from Celebration, she decided that we should send emails in support of me to them. So she's repeating the message. So I thank you for that so much, Mazza. That was a great idea by you. And that's why you're like, this is just the best group of people you can find. So thank you for that. And thank you for the super chat. Blade RNR10 watching from Australia. Hello, Geeks and Gamers, EVS and Anna and Odin.
Hello.
All right. Nicholas Lynn, what do each of you think is the absolute low end will be for the weekend box office for Captain Marvel? Great question. People have been asking me to do a box office prediction. The low end, 85 is the lowest it can be. I think.
Okay, I'm saying 70, but 70's low end, but I think it's going to be at 85. High end is 100. It's not going to break 100. But I would say if we're going to have a laugh, it's going to be at 70. That's the lowest.
And Anna or Odin, whichever one wants to jump in next.
I'm not good at numbers.
My low end would be that 80 million, and what I think it's actually going to be is 97 or 98. I think it's barely going to miss out on $100 million. If it's not 98, it's going to be like 102. So it's barely going to. I think the narrative they want is it to beat Wonder Woman. They want it to beat the $103 million that Wonder Woman made, because that's the narrative that they want to be able to spin.
It's true.
I love when they over predict. I love the over predictions when they're like, it's going to be 180. Yeah, keep saying it's going to be 180. Like that, I want you to say stuff like that. I'll run with that.
Keep dropping the box office numbers.
Oh yeah, I mean it was at 180, then it went down to 140, then 120, then 100. Now it's back up to 120.
Yep.
Well, they're monkeying with it. What they're doing here's the situation. They have no way of knowing that. They're saying it's 180 million initially because they're saying you better buy your tickets. You don't want to miss out on this. This is going to be enormous. And then once we get closer to the release date, they drop it down to something that's more reasonable and practical, maybe underselling it. The important narrative is that it succeeds. So once they dropped it down to 80, it went down too far because we were making fun of it. So they pumped it back up a little bit to 120 because they still need to sell pre-ordered tickets. No, it's still big. It's not a bomb. Really, none of it means anything. It's just marketing. It's marketing strategies. I can't imagine looking at the other Disney, the other MCU movies, all of them, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, all of these movies settled in around between 70 and 85,000 or $85 million.
Yeah.
This is not bigger than those. I don't care what they say. This is not bigger than those films. So
Yeah.
we're looking at somewhere
No.
between 70 and 85,000 or
Yeah,
85
because if you're gonna go by just what is this film the most like, it is the most like Doctor Strange because that is the last time a solo character was introduced brand new without having been in a previous film, and that film made 85 million opening weekend, and then adjusted for inflation, it's like 89 now. So if we're going to assume that this film somehow is going to do better than that, which I think was be a bit of a stretch, then yeah, I think you'd be right. It's going to be less than 85 million, most likely.
Yeah, only because I'm sorry, Anna, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to add to it since I'm not a big numbers person, but I would just say that Benedict didn't go around saying, you know, to the opposite of what Brie Larson said, oh, I don't want white women watching my movie. So I think that might come into play with Brie Larson going around saying, you know,
But as Tina pointed out, it is International Women's Day on that Friday, March 8th. So
these are all factors. But again, you know, Captain Marvel, we're talking about getting people out to the movies to see this character. Now, Captain Marvel is an unknown in the same way Ant-Man and Doctor Strange are unknowns to the general public. And so I think the movies are going to settle in on the same thing. But there's that extra kind of toxic political angle that's going to keep it down. It's going to push it down.
It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Good discussion right there. Good question for Nicholas Glenn. So, all right, I just scrolled super chats. My God, there's so many. So I've got to start focusing on this. All right, so Death of Star Wars says Robert Downey Jr. presented a bionic arm in 2015. What has Brie donated? Her movie taxes, her tickets. Her tickets. I mean, you misspelled tickets.
I didn't even donate that. She said go buy them.
Yeah.
She retweeted it.
Rent out a theater in all of these towns, say it's for free, and then have all of them come. You know, but no. Buy my ticket.
Yep. And,
I am a strong woman, and I have the power to retweet this, and I did my part. I retweeted. Good for you. What
hurts my soul is I went through her Instagram, and I did this on the live stream too. I'm like, okay, this woman that's got all this money, she wants to help all these kids, but she's at this designer event. And I went through and I'm like, I know how much that purse costs because, you know, I'm a girl. Obviously, I like to shop. I know how much her shoes cost. That person, those shoes could have paid for an entire GoFundMe, but she's going off to all these events. And then people were like, oh, it's just because you're jealous. I'm like, I am not jealous of this woman. She can't draw. I am not jealous of that at all.
No, Anna is 100% right.
Yep. Let's see. Aaron Cook says, if I'm ever famous, I hope no one ever sees my collection of erotic poetry. Not that that's particularly creepy, just hard to rhyme words with boobs. Miss Sashi says, you guys trying to talk anime is hilarious. That Star Wars money must be running out, but good luck trying to get in anime stuff, you posers. Fake. You just sent $5 to fucking shit on me. Send 5 more and keep shitting on me, you dumb fucking idiot.
You know what? Ask that person something about anime and see if they can actually give you an answer.
Yeah, I heard that.
Without using Google.
Yeah.
It's not about anime. I mean, this is the thing about that. It's not anime at all. It's about the culture war. It's about SJWs being abusive to someone, anyone. I mean, if this were happening in cricket, I'd still have to talk about it to some extent. I don't know anything about cricket, but I would still have to talk about it because it's a pattern that recurs everywhere. And, you know, obviously, I think there are good voices out there that are anime experts, like that Yellow Flash, who's doing a good job talking about this stuff. But when it comes to just like swarming, SJW swarming people, this is a phenomenon that I want to rise up against wherever it occurs. I want to fight back and protect the people that are being swarmed.
Agreed. So yeah, I mean, again, I if you want to pay money to talk shit on my channel, feel free to do so. If you do
come again.
Yeah, if you do send any super chats that are trying to be disparaging against the channel, though, our mods will delete it, and we don't really give a fuck about you and your money at that point. So,
by the way, Star Wars Girl is 3 subscribers away from 40,100.
Damn,
thank you.
Killing it.
One subscriber away.
Ethan, your hustle is on point tonight. Thank you.
Yeah. I love this.
Ebob Jr. says, my wife is angry because I keep taking vacations to hang out with cute college girls. I say it's for business, but she doesn't believe me. Any advice?
Rethink your life.
Okay, let's see. My wife is angry because I keep taking vacations to hang out with cute college girls. I say it's for business, but she doesn't believe me. Any advice? Get a good divorce lawyer. That would be my advice. So,
Prayer.
Any advice on? Yeah, prayer. Yeah,
Prayer.
there you go. Prayer.
Rethink your life. Don't be married if you're going to do that.
Yeah. Tito Jorge, good to see you all here tonight. Stay strong. Thank you. Nicholas Glenn, EVS is a stand-up guy when he is supporting people who he does not like, that he doesn't even like because it's the right thing to do. That's true. And EVS never even liked me, and he still stood up for me. So there you go.
I always liked you.
I know. I'm just saying shit. So, hey, by the way, I was in, and I'll be back in Orlando soon. But I was in Orlando about a month ago, and I went to stop by that Toys R Us that we met at to see if the Rostico was still on the tree. I couldn't. I tried to climb. My mother effer was so hard to climb. I could not get up there. So I don't think it was. I kept jumping up and down with my phone with my camera to see if I could kind of record that little area where we threw it. But I didn't see the Rostico that we threw up there.
You know what we need to do? We need to have a Rostico quest. What I would like to do is I'd like to get fans from all over the world, and I'll send Rosticos to them and say, hey, please place this Rostico here, and then just walk away from it. And then just have a map.
Geocaching. No, it's like geocaching.
Yeah.
Yes.
Geocaching with Rosticos. Yes.
That'd be cool.
I love geocaching. Geocaching's great. If you don't know what geocaching is, just Google it. It's amazing. It's a scavenger hunt, and it's something, if you've never heard of it, you'll be blown away at how big and wide scale it is. It's awesome. All right. Let's see. Nicholas Glenn, I question whether or not they would do the same if the situation was reversed. They wouldn't. So, how do I spell? I think you corrected me on this one before. Odin, it's Abhishek, Abhishek.
Abhishek sounds.
Abhishek
I'm
good enough.
Seeing it. Yeah, Abhishek,
All right.
Sure.
All right. Now, let's see. Now that legalities are about to be involved, Monica Rial has issued an apology. She doesn't really in the Vic case. Wait, did she issue an apology? Do we know about that?
I don't know.
If she issued an apology, that would be huge. But I know there was videos going around about this. So it's to chat. I mean, did she issue an apology on the Vic case? Because it says she issued an apology in parentheses. She doesn't really in the Vic case. Are you saying she didn't really? Are you saying that now that legalities are involved, you're saying hypothetically she should, but she's not really? I think I'm making sense of your comment. So that's it'll be interesting. I think I'm going to talk to the Umbrella guy and see if he wants to work with me on some videos for this stuff, because this stuff is crazy, man. It really is. Mega Jetty 1. Hello, everyone. Permission to join this council. No, but we appreciate your support. I can't just take super chats to join the council. It's kind of a thing where, you have to be kind of like part of the community in terms of the channels that we directly work with and things like that. But Mega Jetty, I know you've been working really hard on your channel. You've been doing a lot of live streams. You've been doing a lot of videos. So I'll say continue doing it. Continue working off the momentum that you're getting from all of us. And you don't ask to join the council. The council asks you to join. So, but yeah, keep up the good work, buddy. Johnny the Whiz Kid, second donation to you. I tweeted you yesterday. I want to be part of Geeks and Gamers. I can contribute to gaming, mostly retro. I sent a link of a video I did 7 minutes long. Let me know what the requirements are. All right. You tweeted me. Send me an email, jeremy@geeksandgamers.com. I know how far behind I am before you start yelling at me, chat. I know I'm working on it, but I also have people on my team working on reading my emails because I'm so far behind. But I have been responding to some. So flipped out at D-Day Cobra. Would you be in my fandom collective flipped out UFO video for 30 seconds? Need you, man. That's 3 straight questions. All right. Yes. Flip. And I appreciate all the work you've been doing for the fandom collective. Hit me up on Twitter and let's talk about it. Mark C. Everybody needs to remember that Rebel Force Radio were also victims by these people. And you know who's going to be on the channel soon? Rebel Force Radio. I was just talking to him the other day.
Is that right? Are we getting? We got to resurrect Rebel Force Radio and bring them back.
I'm gonna get them on. Yeah, I'm gonna get them on.
If we bring Rebel Force Radio back and we make them part of the Fandom Menace, you know what that is? That's us planting the goddamn flag. That's us.
You want to make it happen?
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. I'll make it happen. I'll call them. If it's
we
not
are in control. You guys, I'm sorry, SJWs, your weirdo fandom cult. It's over. We destroyed you. Fandom Menace is in control now. We are We are controlling and dominating the narrative. We are Star Wars fandom. You guys are a bunch of liars and weirdos and has-beens and stalkers and harassers and losers and cucked out soy boy creeps. The fandom menace is ascendant, and we are bringing Rebel Force Radio back.
Yep, we're gonna do it. I'll get with those guys either tomorrow, either tonight. Probably be too late tonight, but I will hit them up tomorrow because I was texting with them the other day. So Rebel Force Radio is awesome. I've been a fan of them since they were the Force Cast. Those guys are awesome. They've been on the channel before. We did a live stream with myself. Anna was on that live stream, as a matter of fact, and great podcast, great ambassadors for the Star Wars community. The SJWs went after them, and I think EVS has got a great idea there, so we'll make that happen. Danny AJ87, Nerdrotic and EVS should collab in future because he once owned a comic book shop and is a cool guy. Nerdrotic is awesome. I mean, that week that EVS and I couldn't make the High Council, and Anna and Nerdrotic were on there, and I tuned in very late because you guys went like 5 hours that night, it seemed like, and so that was the first time I didn't really know of Nerdrotic, and he was very, very nice and complimentary of me, and so I decided to look at his channel. I'm like, dude, he's awesome, you know what I mean? And so I was like, we have to work together, and so I love Nerdrotic. He just crossed 40,000 subs himself. He's been exploding, similar to what Anna's doing right now, and I'm loving the fact that he's part of the Fandom Menace because he's a great guy. So definitely. Yeah, AVS, I think you should definitely have him on for a live stream at some point. I think you guys would because you've never been on directly with him, have you?
No, and I just realized that I ate an entire Hershey's chocolate rabbit. Because I just turned around to get some. I'm like, do I have any of that rabbit left? No.
Was it a hollow one?
When did you get this rabbit?
Solid. I got it yesterday. I went to CVS, and it was a Hershey chocolate rabbit. It was solid, and I had it sitting here, and I was biting its head while I was drawing Cyberfrog, and I turned around like, is that still here? No, not even the butt. The butt is gone. There's no bunny butt. I ate
Lord.
the whole thing.
Nathan, we need to make more Cyberfrog t-shirts.
Oh man.
Yeah, I should.
So good. So good. All right. TK, $50 super chat. Thank you. This is for bringing Odin, Anna, and EVS. Thanks for your channels and stores. True comics and Star Wars fans have places we can watch great content and spend our money with like-minded creators. EVS, keep calling out the cucks.
I will.
Yeah, and that is a great super chat, and I really appreciate that. You know, like I said, it's just great to be surrounded by so many cool people. So thank you for that. TLJ Screwjob, darn it, I meant favorite Dumb and Dumber quote. That's what he was talking earlier. So when he said your favorite guy, favorite Dumb and Dumber, and Odin went ahead and owned it. Though.
Odin owned it. I'm telling you, you need a nice guy with some abs and some oily. I mean, I'm telling you guys. But but in all seriousness, oh wow, that's great. We landed on the moon. Mine's a little lesser known to a lot of the famous Dumb and Dumber quotes, but I love when they're at the the Quickie Mart and he walks outside and there's these two giant black dudes and Lloyd's like, "What's up, guys? Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later." And it's just like so goofy how he was acting. It's just, and I started looking at him going, "Stupid ass white boy," like, you know, like it's so funny, man. I loved it so much. But Dumb and Dumber is one of the all-time greats. Yeah. And real quick, I got to get this super chat in. Shang Long in Orlando, you ready to live stream that helicopter flight over Disney? Okay, so I will take you up on that helicopter flight. I will, and I did fly on a plane recently.
That's a giant rabbit.
Oh my god!
You ate that whole thing.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Ethan,
everyone needs to send EVS chocolate rabbits.
Yeah, but it was only 140 calories.
Per serving.
Oh, per serving. How many servings was it?
14, I think.
38 servings.
Diabetes, dude.
Solid milk chocolate. I gotta go get another one. I'm out of bunny butt.
Oh my
my god.
Dude, you should just go buy all of the discounted Valentine's Day chocolate.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
God.
It's
Dude,
Easter though,
UBS.
man. You gotta. It's Easter time.
Yeah,
Not
just
yet,
put the
that's
Pope,
fine.
just put the PO box out and just be like, hey, send all the bunnies here, and I will
Yeah,
take care of them.
Send me some more chocolate bunny booty.
Okay. Look,
Yeah.
man, EVS. Like,
Sorry, I don't know.
I don't
know what to say.
even I don't know what to do with you right now.
What does your dentist think? Does he approve
right.
of all this?
Listen,
Hang
yeah,
on.
I mean,
I've got a classic line for you. Okay, EVS is a classic line. Everybody's gonna know this line. Okay.
yeah.
Said, put the bunny back in the box.
Put the bunny down.
From Con Air, baby. Nick
yes.
Cage making an appearance on the High Council. Yes, we finally hit our peak right now. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, EVS, put the bunny back in the box. Put the bunny
Too late. I can't.
back in the box.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can dust off those size 48 jeans, as somebody said. That's no problem.
Also, if you want to feel even worse, Publicola put 5,300 calories.
Oh my god, 5,300 calories on a bunny.
That's more than I eat in a day.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But it was delicious, I bet.
It was
back to
delicious.
it.
Yeah.
Let me get back to it. So yes, I will take your offer up on the helicopter ride. I want to fly over Disney in Orlando. I did fly on a plane for the first time ever about a month ago when I flew up to California, and it went great. I'm ready to fly everywhere now. So yeah, I'm no longer Brian Young. I actually grew some balls. Okay. All right. Liberals Hate Facts says you guys don't know anything about anime posers. Oh, this is another one. God damn. You guys are spending money to troll. Fucking brilliant. Okay, but here's what I'm going to start doing now, okay? So when I see your super chat and you're trying to shit on me, I'm just going to take your money and I'm not going to read your chat. And that's really going to piss you off. Okay. Let's see. Debuzz General. Jer, love the vicious confidence lately. Keep it up. Oh, yes. I've always had a lot of confidence, but I mean, recently it's just like the more these people come after you, man, it's the stupidity. It's so stupid. And I'm just loving it. So go Jerify, or I'm sorry, Samuel Aragon says, Alita Battle Angel was decent. Good. Help. I'm confused and scared. Why am I enjoying Hollywood again? My nostalgia glands feel weird. I haven't seen Alita. I think Odin and Anna have.
Yes, and it's amazing. Go see
Go
it.
watch it.
Okay, there you go. And we also have a review from Josiah here on the channel that got over 40,000 views, and he loves it. So, I mean,
I'm
most
telling
people,
you, you're going to like this movie.
yeah. So everybody go check it out. The only person I've talked to that didn't sing its praises was Ivan, actually. So,
Well,
interesting.
he's a Mexican. You can't trust that.
Go Jerify. Odin, if Chewie and Terminator 1984 were in a shower, who would soap who first?
Well, that's a good question, and I'm glad that I was asked. Chewie, for sure. Absolutely.
Let's see. There's another troll that's super chatting that I'm going to I'm going to skip your super chat, but I am going to take your money. Okay, and I may just donate it to Donald Trump. So
do it.
To piss you off even more. Let's see. Synaptic flow. I always struggle with that one. Pensoy Con. Jason Green. Hail Anna. Congrats on your success, and I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
James Hancock, Geeks and Gamers. Hey, you and EVS wanted a coder equals me. Did we? Or was that the joke or was that the internet joke? Because everybody's saying learn to code, but did we want a coder? I don't know. The SS or Super Smash Brothers candidates. Jeremy, I apologize. My super chats are short. I need to pay more to have more characters, but I am a cheapskate like my good Scrooge McDuck. Do never, ever apologize for anything in terms of sending. If you're supporting us in any way, shape, or form, you're good. Krista Joe, shout out to Anna for all her Captain Marvel rants.
Thank you. And she's been a really big supporter of my channel. And I will watch that TV show. She's been wanting me to watch this. I think it's Injustice. I think that's the show. It's a cartoon.
There's the Injustice. That's the DC.
Oh, not the video game. Well, yeah, it's DC because I prefer DC to Marvel, but maybe it's Young Titans. I know what the picture of the cover of it looks like, so I will find it.
Okay. All right. So yes, thank you, Crystal Joe, for your support of Anna. Black Angus Reviews did a video on John Wayne. Thoughts on the controversy? Yeah, I haven't even looked at this yet. Apparently, it's something from 1971 that John Wayne said, and I haven't even heard about it. So, do you guys know about this yet?
Nope.
No. What is
No,
it?
I don't know about it.
Something that I think it's an interview that John Wayne did in like 71, and the SJWs are, wait for it, thinking it's problematic. So
it was it something about segregation or something? Let me look.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
we'll find this out right now. We'll talk about it.
All right.
I'm shocked that John Wayne, who was born in 1907, made some unprogressive remarks in 1971. This is all terrible news. Terrible news. By the way, Joe Biden actually embraced segregation in 1975. Did you know that? He had 4 years more experience than John Wayne, and still
these people are nuts.
They are nuts. All right, let's just find out real quick here, Jeremy. I know you've got super chats to read, but everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know. After 1971, Playboy John Wayne is never going to work in Hollywood again. Do you understand that? After this, his career is over. After a 1971 Playboy interview with John Wayne that was deemed offensive surfaced online, liberal activists took to the streets to boycott the actor, vowing that Wayne will never work in Hollywood again. By the way, John Wayne died in 1979. All right, let's see here. No evidence. I don't know. I can't see
what did he say.
I'm trying to find out. It's hard to. Everybody's mostly making fun of John Wayne being in trouble. It's hard to find out.
You want me to read super chats while you look for it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having a bad time.
No, you're good. You're good. TLJ Screwjob. I'd rather plank from Ed, and Eddie than Bree.
Yes.
Tom King said it. He said John Wayne said that Native Americans didn't want to give up their land.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the other thing was John Wayne's in trouble because on his deathbed, he was visited by a Jewish pal who said, I thought you might not want to see me here because I'm a Jew. And John Wayne pointed to heaven and said, it's the other Jew I don't want to see. Because
he doesn't want to die?
He doesn't want to die. Yeah, he didn't want to meet Jesus. So.
Yeah. How is that controversial?
I don't know. I don't know. But so far, every John Wayne is in trouble. If you think about it, let's see, there's John Wayne Bobbitt, who got his penis cut off, and then John Wayne Gacy, who dressed like a clown and murdered children. So John Wayne, first name. What do you think about that,
Anna? I never had that in the running for the name of my future child, but definitely not now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, these people, man, these people, they just give us so much content. So, oh my God, open-minded movie man, ruin jerk off, stay away from my pins and my pins. So he said pins with a PIN and pins with a PEN. So, Swinging Cod, in Pablo and Ryan's defense, EVS does tweet a lot of phallic object, or what is that? Phallic objects.
Jeremy.
I don't know that fucking word. I'm from Alabama. Okay.
Dude, I used that word like a couple times last night, man.
Jeremy, these people are lying about me.
Your lightsaber is a phallic symbol. It's a symbol of your white privilege.
Okay. If it's supposed to say phallic, then spell it FALIC. Phallic.
No.
I mean, is it P? Should I call phone P Honey?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Jeremy, these people are mad at me because I got wallpaper and I was showing them the wallpaper that I was getting, and they and everybody yelled at me about it. Okay, can I show you?
Yes. Let's see. But he says, but that's just to mess with Mike, and Captain Marvel will one punch Thanos. It sucks. I had to finish that. All right, there we go. Oh,
there's the wallpaper. Jeremy, do you like the flowers, Jeremy?
I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
You don't like the flowers.
It reminds me of Rose Tico, and I like it.
What the hell?
What?
Oh my God.
I remember an episode of Friends, Ross and Rachel, and they were talking about the baby name, and I think Ross said Ruth, and she goes, "Are we having an 87-year-old?" And that's exactly what the thought that comes to my mind when I look at that wallpaper. So,
did you not see what that wallpaper was, Jeremy?
I don't know what that is.
No, I put it all over my wall down in the basement, and people.
Oh my god!
What?
See it, Jeremy?
I like the colors.
Oh my god!
This episode is gone off the rails now.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I don't know what's that's all right. We're nearing the 3-hour mark. Anything beyond the 3-hour mark on the High Council, it's just kind of overtime at this point. The fact that 1,800 of you are still watching is a miracle. It's a goddamn miracle. So we do appreciate that. Let's see. That matches EVS's underwear, says Gojira.
What does that mean?
So what is this? I mean, you guys were saying Anna was naive earlier. It looks like I'm naive now. So what's going on?
About what?
Look at it.
I don't know. They're saying I'm naive. I don't get it. I'm clueless is what they're saying about the well, I have no idea.
The flowers.
Just roses? It's just roses? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Just Rose Tico?
Yeah, get it?
I mean, I picked that much up, but I didn't think it was just I thought it was a little so on the nose. I thought I was missing something else. So my bad. So
yeah,
it was so on the nose. So I guess that's why I didn't.
You didn't get it.
Obvious.
No
yeah.
problem.
So okay.
Huh?
Huh?
Nothing.
Are you face palming?
Yes. I don't know if you were being serious or sarcastic.
I don't know either.
He's being serious.
I am being serious. Anyway, okay. Where am I at? Mr. Millennium. Captain Marvel interest score on Rotten Tomatoes is 66%. Is it really?
Yep. It's been dropping a lot lately.
Holy fuck!
Oh, yeah, they're complaining about
that.
it. Oh, they're complaining about it too, and it's hilarious.
Well, I mean, I knew that the obviously there's a lot of people putting negative stuff on there because I covered that story, but I didn't actually look at the interest score. So for it to be dropping that much that's pretty damn substantial.
Oh yeah.
So
that's
great.
amazing. Yep.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
But you know what else? In the next couple hours, we're getting the first reactions to the movie.
Well, we already know what that's going to be.
Oh yeah.
So. What I call that is more content. So,
yep.
All right. Let's see. Death of Star Wars. Nebula needs to take Thanos out. I love Nebula. Nebula's a badass. So, the fact that we have so many, you don't like Nebula?
No.
Oh, and Karen Gillian is hot. Yeah.
I like
not as
Doctor Who.
Not as hot as what's her face though, Captain Marvel, and that flat ass, man.
Brie Larson,
man. Yeah, that's just that's beautiful right there. I mean, she literally looked like a surfboard in that picture. Like that's what she looked like.
Mm-hmm.
So no, but Gamora is the badass of the MCU. Hopefully she returns. Rest in peace. Okay, Heathen Breathing Fire. EVS, could you do a Pablo Loves Hate Boners song?
Yeah, I mean, I could. I would like to take some time.
How about next? How are we on your channel next week?
Yeah, I think so. I think we are.
I think we could build some anticipation up for that. How about that?
I think that sounds okay with me. Sure.
Okay. All right. TLJ Screwjob. Bree's ass is so flat. EVS is going to throw up. Cotton candy haired Jeremy. So is anyone going to Pensacon at this point? They're probably still going to have a huge turnout. I mean, there's going to be a huge turnout. So there'll be 30,000 plus there. So Synaptic Flow. Captain Flatbutt will kill Thanos with a lap dance. TRP Paul, everyone sends Caesar laminated photos to Brie Larson to his P.O. box for him to open live on stream. I hope you're talking about the EVS. Send them to EVS's P.O. box, not mine. So Party Almsavi said, living in Cali is consistently dry disappointment. I have had such a good time every time I went to California, mainly because of In-N-Out Burger. But still, In-N-Out Burger's amazing.
And I would just like to say, it is not dry. It's been rainstorms after rainstorms down here.
In-N-Out Burger. So great.
So good. So good.
So great. TLJ Screwjob, believe it or not, he's eating that pie. No, he ate a rabbit. He ate an entire chocolate rabbit. What is this?
Yeah.
What do you guys got on your screen?
What the heck?
What is this?
Oh my God, it is.
What?
Your thing, even.
Oh, yeah. This is Barack Obama's signature.
and then I'll go to Odin. So,
Jeremy, you voted for him twice.
Actually, I never voted for him. I said supported because the first time I ever voted in my life was for Trump, but I did support Obama.
Here's Barack Obama's signature, but nobody turns it this way, and that's the. That's
the
thing, Jeremy. That's something for you to think about today. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I appreciate that, EVS. There we go. Captain Marvel, 65%. That is a beautiful thing right there. That is a beautiful thing. All right. Where am I at? Let's see. Publius says, I just wanted to tell the CJH. Hang on. I get happy at night dreaming about the day soy boys like him are willing to step in the octagon with guys like me. I had to change the wording up just a bit. So, and look, man, that guy's gone. I'm sure Stephanie got rid of him. So it's just that guy was nonsense. So Opinionated Uploads, what's Anna's channel? That Star Wars Girl. You probably you made the super chat like an hour ago. So I'm sure you found out by now, but it's That Star Wars Girl. Go subscribe. And Man Baby Jeremy, here is to the working man. You've been kicking ass the past few days. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cringe Zero, did Talk Nerdy with me throw shade at Anna? If she did, that's fine. Anna's on another level.
Oh, is Talk Nerdy to me a girl?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of this person. I'm going to go stalk them right now. Let's see.
She doesn't have a big channel. So,
well, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. The only people that are doing that are people that want attention.
Yeah. So, I mean.
So it's not
yeah, Darth Bobcat, how to time a workout. When they get to your super chat, you put how to time a workout. When they get to your super chat, you put in during the first hour of High Council, you can stop lifting weights. I'm sorry. Stone Cold Jeremy, I love pineapple on pizza. It's the best thing in the world. This is a hill I will happily die on. Stone Cold Jeremy, you're wrong. You are wrong. Justin, why do you guys hate fedoras? I refurb 40s and 50s fedoras, least soy silhouette of all time. What are your hat sizes? I'll prove it to you. I just do the whole, because respect women and the fedora, it's kind of a meme at this point. I just don't wear fedoras. I've never worn fedoras. I'm specific on what hats I wear, and fedora is not one of them. So I'm sure Odin would take you up on that offer, though.
Well, I wear flat caps, I'll have you know. Not the same.
Oh my goodness. So, all right.
So Josiah Rises says, don't talk bad about fedoras from the Whammon Respect.
Yeah, Josiah did a full video with a fedora here on the Geeks and Gamers channel. It was great. Tokyo says, Star Trek fan here. It breaks my heart that the same crap going on with Star Wars is hitting Trek as well. Love your stuff. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. You will definitely enjoy the show I do with Nerdrotic here on the channel in the very near future. Abu Nas, what's up? You all are on fire tonight. Keep kicking ass and taking names. The SJWs watching is plotting, but we got your back. I'm on bodyguard mode though. Right on, brother. I appreciate that. Scott Brown says EVS is the greatest American hero. Believe it or not, he's snacking on pie.
Or chocolate bunnies.
Yeah, or chocolate bunnies. Steve maybe says, I stand with Vic. Show me the evidence. That's all I think too. In the beginning there was the word bird's the word. Let's see. Kano Cyber 9. When they introduced the X-Men into the MCU, I'd watch it only if I hope Rogue kills Captain Mary Sue and they take her powers and put her in a coma. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out for sure. I am interested to see the X-Men enter that universe, but it's probably going to be an entirely new X-Men cast for the most part. So I don't know. Interesting to see. TLJ Screwjob, invite Abu Nas on. He can talk about Cats versus episode 9. I need to get Abu on the channel. I did upload that rap that he made that one time, and it was phenomenal. And Abu Nas is such an awesome member of the Fandom Menace. So Iconta says, normally I don't watch chat live streams, but when Geeks and Gamers and EVS come together, two channels that I love, I can't resist. Wow. How much have I been missing? Well, we appreciate that. And last night it was really cool. I was live. I had, I have about 1,800 people watching. And then they told me EVS was live. And I think you had about the same amount watching. And then I sent, I was like, everybody let me see if I can go join EVS's Comic Gate live. And that was the first time I've been on your Comics Gate, and we got it up to like 2,700, and it was awesome.
We combined forces.
So,
Yeah, it rolled.
yeah. So that was fucking great, man. And everybody was talking about it on Twitter today, and so it was really cool, man. It was really cool. So Titus Muller says, I'd like to do a marathon of the 21 MCU films one day leading up to April 26th, and then share thoughts on each film in some kind of forum after viewing. We could take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off to allow for lives. Anyone interested? So let me repeat that one more time. I'd like to do a marathon of the 21 MCU films one day leading up to April 26th, then share thoughts on each film in some kind of forum after each viewing. We could take Friday through Sunday off and allow for lives. Anyone interested? That's a good idea. I know I wouldn't have the time to invest in that, but it's a good idea. And so if people within the community want to come together and do that, that would be fantastic. So, I remember I went to the Ultimate Marathon for the Avengers, and I watched all the MCU movies leading up to the Avengers, and it was a huge mistake. It was a massive mistake because I was so fucking tired by the time we got to the Avengers. I was like, I just want to go home. I just want to go to sleep. I still enjoyed it, but it was very that was a grind. Opinionated uploads. EVS is talented at counting down. Proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's a man of many talents, and again, this chat just jumped around on me, and let's see. Where am I at? Adam Wofford says, hey, go check Mecha Random video about James Cameron giving a little girl bionic arms. Should go and check it out. Shout out to Mecha Random in general. Yep. She's great. She's doing great stuff. Her channel's been taking off recently, and we have her back. Especially when, Pablo went after her. He didn't like me reminding him of that, but he did. And she's doing great, and we all have her back. She's great. Achura77, I will probably have nightmares of Brie Larson's ass. Not cool, guys.
Awful.
It's EVS's fault. So it's EVS's fault. He could have sat there with that nightmare and kept it himself. But he decided misery loves company, so I'm going to tell everybody and send it to Jeremy.
All right.
Party Almsavi, I have no idea. Mazel Tov, La Chim, I guess, but I know Mazel Tov. I don't know what the rest of that is. Opinionated uploads. I unsubbed. Huh?
Is it L'Chaim?
L'Chaim, probably. It's CHIAM. So let's see. Opinionated uploads. I unsubbed, then subbed, and he's probably talking about when Anna was hitting 40K. She's probably at 50K by now. But Alec Munoz, Anna is a great example of a real strong female. That is right. That is right.
Thank you.
Arcane City, Sean, aka Goku's police warning debunked. He lied. Twitter at Arcane_City. Look at my latest tweets. There's actual email reply from the police. That's at Arcane_City. Look at his latest tweets. Archerus77. Congrats, Anna. Higher, faster, stronger, just like Brie, right? With throwing up emojis. So they're all. Huh?
My sentiments exactly.
Yeah. Gerald says, if Bree spends so much on shoes, why doesn't she get her foot fungus trench feet taken care of? Love you all. Ugh, Bree is just nasty. William Nate, the amount of SJW fail is over 8,000 and counting. By the way, SJWs, just want to give you guys a quick heads up because we're past 11. And just so you know, the work that you're doing, I really want to commend all of you for this because for the second straight day, the Geeks and Gamers channel has now cleared 200,000 views again. That's never happened.
That's never happened to me at all. That happened to you for the second day?
Yeah, 200,000 views 2 days in a row now. So you idiots, you morons are so stupid. And we're averaging over 200,000 views a day for the last 4 days. So you guys, thank you for being such idiots. We definitely appreciate that. So William Nape got that one. Ironcaster, we're planting roses worldwide.
Yes.
EVS and Odin will be happy about that. Alex Halo. Right. Lost Paws also talked about Vic. I'm surprised they haven't attacked him much at all. Yeah, Lost Paws has got a huge channel. He's got like 1.2 or 1.3 million subs, and he's talked about it. I don't know if he's talked about it in detail, but I from what I've seen, Yellow Flash 2 has done the best job covering this stuff, and his channel is exploding too. I think he's been on like an Anna type of growth in the last month just because he's been covering a lot of this stuff, and he covers anime. So it's good to see that. It's good to see that. Mega Jetty 1, gotcha, I'll earn it, and you can bet on that. That's the attitude I like right there, Mega Jetty. That is a great response to what I told you. I appreciate that response. That's the type of attitude you need to succeed. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but I did. Crossbreed Azure says, great show, guys and gal. Saw Battle Angel over the weekend, and it was awesome. That is the consensus right there.
Yep.
Justin Ainsworth says, top 5 Star Wars characters flavors. I mean, I don't know what flavors means, but characters, I don't know if we have time to go through all our top 5s, but obviously my favorite character is Ahsoka. So just go favorite characters, guys.
Vader.
Jabba the Hutt.
Odin.
Thrawn.
No Rose? No Rose Tico?
Jabba the Hutt is way better than Rose Tico.
Right.
But I like Rose Tico next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, I think I may do a video on like my top 5 favorite characters. You know, but I mean, you know, there's Obi-Wan, there's Luke, there's Vader, you know, the norms, and Darth Maul. Darth Maul gets a shout out. So John says Hershey chocolate rabbit pie.
Yeah.
Ransom G, I can't wait for Red Letter Media to tear Collider, who will obviously praise Captain Marvel, a new fat asshole on their Nerd Crew parody show. The Nerd Crew parody show is fantastic. I love it. TLJ Screwjob, EVS, you can't go from pies to chocolate bunnies. He did. What do you got pulled up there? What is this?
Nothing. I'm looking at my.
Oh God.
What? I'm looking at my Twin Peaks collection on VHS, and I don't have all of them. I wish I had. If you guys have the Twin Peaks video cassettes that I am missing, will you please let me know, because there are some gaps in my collection.
Oh my
How many times are we going to talk about junk on this stream?
Thank you. I don't know. Thank you very much.
Oh man. Oh goodness. All right. Where are we at? I've lost focus here. Crossbreed Azure, EVS. How do you feel about a chocolate covered Rose Tico?
Oh, I would love that. I would. I would love this. I would love Rose Tico.
Oh God damn it! Odin's Movie Blog, PO Box. This is for Odin's Movie Blog. Why did you super chat this?
You'll see.
Odin's Movie Blog, PO Box 23145, River Ridge, LA or Louisiana 70183. Send chocolate here. I'm gonna read that one more time. PO Box 231425, River Ridge, Louisiana 70183. Send chocolate here. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I need more.
Gerald says, check out Mr. Ethan Van Jeremy's Twitter pic. Absolute red meat eating breast personified. Yeah, there's an Ethan Van Jeremy account now. Did you know that, EVS?
Yeah, I saw it. It was my body with your head on it.
Yeah. Mark Williams, Real Talk. Cheesy Gortilla or a Crunch Wraps Supreme? I don't eat either, so I just eat straight regular tacos with like meat and cheese. That's it. And I know Anna doesn't probably eat that. Anna's, I'm a picky eater, and Anna's even worse than I am.
Yep.
So either cheesy Gortilla or Crunch Wrap Supreme, guys. You two. Either one of you?
No, I don't want any of that stuff.
No thanks.
I eat
Wow,
flank
nobody.
salmon, a little chicken. I'll have some eggs. It's all protein, and I mean, you know, it's rare that I actually just freak out and eat an entire chocolate bunny. It's rare. It's not something I do often.
I need to watch my figure. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man. So there you go. Captain Kirk says, I love Anna. Captain Kirk loves you.
Thank you, Captain Kirk. Close spot guy for me. And guys, I have to go pee real fast, so I will be right back.
And I have to go because I have to get up for work in the morning. But
All right.
this was awesome. So
All right, Odin.
All right, bye, Odin.
So subscribe to Odin's Movie Blog. Odin, thank you for joining. Thank you
for having me on. And EVS, Rose is mine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm married.
Hey, I am too. So Rose is mine.
Oh boy, what is happening? Okay, have a good night, Odin. All right, and RC from NYC. What's up, geeks and gamers? Fight the powers that be, and may the force be with you. P.S. Folks, support Anna's Etsy store. Just received my second order of art prints, and they are incredible. Absolutely, and I will tell her that you said that when she gets back. So I'll make sure she knows that you supported her Etsy store. Nicholas says, "Hey man, I love the channel. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I think it's sad sad that it's kind of been kind of being dragged through the mud. It makes the $900 of Lego Star Wars sets on my shelf just a reminder of what it could be. Nicholas, that's a thing that a lot of us, every single person that's watching this stream right now, all the 1,600 people that are still watching, and really, I think we all appreciate the fact that so many of you have stuck with us for so long tonight. We really appreciate that. We've had a lot of content to cover tonight. We've had a lot of ups and downs in terms of the tone, in terms of because we cover some serious topics. We've had some funny topics. EVS is eating chocolate bunnies out of nowhere. We don't understand what's going on with him. Okay, you're back. So, but thank you to everybody that has consistently stayed on. This will definitely be at least, this is the most viewed high count, so at least the highest peak we've gotten. And I think we maintained over 2,000 viewers for the longest period of time. So I really appreciate that. And EVS does, Anna does, Odin, we all do appreciate it. Anna, we got a super chat from RC from NYC. He says, "What's up, geeks and gamers? Fight the powers that be, and may the force be with you. P.S. Folks, support Anna's Etsy store. Just received my second order of art prints, and they are incredible."
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Edge Entertainment says, "Please, for the love of God, before you stop the stream, play the eGuard watch ad that counters Gillette for everyone here. You will cry and smile." Well, we can't play audio through when we do screen share, it won't play the audio. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you guys want to all try to watch it real quick. I mean, I'm at the end of the super chat. I only got 3 more to catch us up. No, I don't. Fuck, never mind. Oh, I don't. Let me see if we can make that happen before the end of the show. Let's see. Jay Cephas says, "So little hate in the U.S. that we have a hoax, liar, hire Nigerians and dig up 40-year-old skeletons, create some." Yeah, this whole, man, there's so much. There's so much. And I'm going to be covering more of this Jussie Smollett stuff on my personal channel. So if you guys have been enjoying my kind of like, I am not buttoned up here on Geeks and Gamers by any stretch of the imagination, but I am a little more kind of off the cuff over there on my personal channel because I've been posting a little bit in the last few days. And so I'll be talking more about that over there. Ethan Johansson says, "Still waiting for the Black Cat's big screen debut. Still pissed off Captain Marvel will debut first. Sony still making a movie with her or nah?" I have not heard any updates on that. Have you guys?
Yeah. Wait, a Black Cat movie? No.
I haven't heard anything about that. So, I guess they're just saying that they would like to see that debut, but I haven't heard anything about it. So, Ian Aldridge, not fat shaming, but is EVS going to Obesity Week 2019? If so, can I get his autograph in turkey gravy?
I wouldn't be going. I'm not obese.
All right, Tito Jorge. Captain Marvel, no. She-Hulk, yes. Who to cast? Who to cast as She-Hulk? I'm always going to say the same name I always say. Now, this person's not like super ripped like She-Hulk needs to be. Give me Emily Blunt because she's just a badass.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Emily Blunt. You know, I'll always take Emily Blunt. Potato Radio. Did you see Crew of Battle Angel giving a double amputee girl 2 bionic arms? Awesome. Versus Brie, buy full price movie tickets. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. That says it all right there. I think I'm going to have to go see. I don't know if I'm going to have time, honestly, this week because like I said, I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow. Then we have the release of The Saga Ends on Friday, and then Pensacon. I want to go see this Alita movie, though. Everybody is telling me to go see it. So, I might have to make it work. So, Vance and Repeat, what? Do what now?
I was asking Ethan if he's going to see it.
See Alita? I want to. I really do.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Yeah, I've been hearing almost universal praise almost. Vance and Repeat says, "What brand of lightsaber does Jeremy and Ivan use?" I don't know what brand this is. Alton Foster, if you're still in the chat, can you tell? I think you emailed me and told me what brand that was. But if you can tell the chat if you're still watching, if not, I'll find out because everybody's asked me if that's like an Ultra Sabers and I'm not sure. And Ivan, I'll have to ask Ivan. Ivan and I'll probably live stream when I'm with him, if we can get our work done. So, Juan says, "First ever super chat. Glad to give it to you. And I agree with Anna with her review of Alita and glad to see a real superhero with weakness." Thank you. And Anna, I'm sure you thank him. So, yep. And again, we just appreciate the support all the way around. And again, more Alita love right there. So Darth Vicious says, "I want EVS to admit Squirrel Girl can beat Thanos."
Yeah, no, he can't. She can because she's unbeatable. That's just a fact.
Yep.
Yeah.
We all know Squirrel Girl is like the ultimate
She
power.
one-punched Galactus. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah. Ian Aldridge, where can I find the official EVS hair weave? Anywhere with one follic?
Yeah, we're talking about that. We're working that out. Anna, I'm thinking about getting like hair implants.
Okay. Are you
Yeah,
both?
yeah. Well, they're gonna take the hair off the back of my head and then staple it to the front of my head, and they tell me it's gonna look perfectly natural. So I'm looking forward to doing that in 2019. It should look pretty good.
Okay.
Oh man. EVS, you are a national treasure. You know that.
Oh, yes, I do.
Greatest living American. So, well, you know who holds that title though, right?
Who?
Tom Brady.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he is the greatest living American.
just
I'll be
saying.
second best.
Okay. All right. The Jacob Bite says Bree's ass justifies flat earthers. God damn it. Dave's a Golden Duck says I need a Zartara film. Who to cast? Oh my gosh, you guys are throwing casting choices. I would have to we need to do a casting live stream is what we need to do. We need to pull up all the available actors or actresses, and you guys just throw casting choices at us.
Yeah.
So TLJ Screwjob, Ethan Van Thicker. And Black Angus Reviews, when Squirrel Girl comes, will they do a Squirrel Girl charity? No, they won't. Because it does. Oh my God.
Hi.
I just think for some reason I want a beer right now. I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
For some reason I want a beer.
God damn it, EVS.
Some people are really good at advertising products. Now, if I were in the advertising business, I would. I think I could be pretty good, but I don't know if I could be this good. I mean, the idea is to present a product in a way that makes you desire that product. So if you want a beer after seeing this, I think it worked. I think it worked.
Good old EVS.
How do you feel about that?
If Geeks and Gamers get struck down tomorrow, you know why.
It's a beer advertisement. There's
I
nothing wrong with it. Yeah. It's just a beer advertisement.
I don't drink beer. I've never drank beer. I never will drink beer. So
Okay.
Yeah, I don't drink beer either.
Never ever. So but I would like a yoo-hoo right now. William Nape says Washington Post is being sued, was filed today. Is that for the whole MAGA kids, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's what that's about. And Black Angus Review says Leslie Jones for Transformed She-Hulk thoughts. God damn it. Oh, I am 100% on board for that. Leslie Jones. And I want Leslie Jones to be the next female lead in the next Star Wars movie. I want representation, Lucasfilm, damn it. I want Leslie Jones to be the lead in it. She's the chick from black chick from Ghostbusters 2016. The one that blamed Donald Trump for the new Ghostbusters movie, or the failure of the Ghostbusters 2016, which then led to the Ghostbusters potential reboot or sequel that's going to be coming soon. So she's a lunatic. She's a crazy lunatic is what she is. So she's absolutely insane. Tim Christ says, a sip of Yoo-Hoo for the working man. That's what I'm talking about. You know what's going on. So I guess we're going to wrap this up pretty soon. We've went 3 hours and 20 minutes, longest council I have ever hosted, and that's because you guys have been so supportive tonight. Is there anything you guys want to wrap up with? We still got 1,600 people watching. I really don't want to go with that many watching. I really don't want to, but here's what we did tonight. We covered a lot of stories tonight. I would say this is probably the most stories that we've covered because we had so much to cover. We had Odin on. We had Anna. We witnessed Anna going over 40,000 subs on her channel. Once again, congratulations to her and all of the hard work that she's been doing. We're so proud of her.
Anna. Yeah.
EVS just recently crossed 100,000 subs. We're happy for him. That's amazing. Jeff, world class, couldn't make it tonight. He is closing in on around 90,000 subs. So let's continue to support him. And there's just so many things going on, so many awesome things that are going on. And we appreciate so much from so many of you. So EVS, you got anything to say?
No, I think I've said it all tonight. I'm going to get a beer or two. Maybe 3 beers. and just call it a night. What do you think?
Yeah, I got work to do, so I've got several videos to record, and because I'm traveling tomorrow, so I've got to work, and so yeah. So Anna, anything?
I have 9 videos to film tonight, guys.
Whew. Jeez,
9.
That's a lot.
That's a
It
lot.
is. And it takes a lot of energy, so I am going to be drinking a lot of caffeine these next few hours. So I'm probably going to be up all night, and I will be sleeping all day tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure you got the motivation by hitting 40K, so that'll help a little bit, I'm sure. And
Oh yeah, definitely. And thank you so much, everyone. I know that a lot of you guys here probably haven't seen my videos yet if you are just now subscribing. So have fun enjoying those rants, because I do get a little crazy. So I'm not going to apologize for that. But thank you for subscribing, even if you haven't seen any of my videos. I really appreciate that, and have fun watching them.
Yeah, man.
yeah, it's amazing. Oh, Ian Aldridge, leave it to Ethan to drink 500 beers.
Why would he say that?
And Salvador says, Jeremy, what do you call your fans? How about Jeremy Gameators or Homage to Destro's Grenaders? I like both. We've kind of taken the name of Jer Army, so I don't remember who made that up, but that's kind of the name. So it's the Jer Army, which is a really good name, I think, and that's kind of the name that everybody's running with now. But I like the GI Joe nod. I definitely do. I appreciate that. So Jer Army is what we call it, though. What was that?
I like the Jer Army too. I think whoever came up with that is a genius.
Yeah, Jer Army is pretty good. So I definitely like that one. Edge Entertainment says, watch eGuard ad, won't regret it. Okay, we will watch it. We're not because we can't watch.
Is it?
Huh?
What kind of product is it?
I don't know. I don't know, but if we could watch it with sound through the screen share, we would, but we can't. So it would be like everybody just listening to us laugh at nothing. You know what I mean? So, but I will check that out. And I hate to end this, man. There's still 1,500 people watching.
Oh, I have a good question for us to talk about for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
So on Mahler's stream, they always have this ongoing debate that everyone is, projections for episode 9. So who do you think is going to be the most inconsistent character in episode 9, based off of their actions in the past 2 movies and how much JJ is going to change them in this next one?
There's an obvious answer there that I was about to jump and say, but I want to think about this for a minute, because the obvious answer to me would be Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Because
the person that he always has on, or because all of them have their polls on who's going to be the most different, the number 1 character that they project is going to be different is Finn. He has the most votes.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's also what I was going to say, is because Finn was so terrible in The Last Jedi, and there was so much that they could have done with him in The Last Jedi. So
Ray was Mary Sue in The Force Awakens, and she was also Mary Sue in The Last Jedi. So I feel like she is probably going to still be like, oh, she's perfect. We might get a little bit of answers, but I feel like her character isn't going to change too much, because what else could she do? She beat the bad guy in the first movie, Well,
they're bringing Kylo Ren's mask back. We know that. They're probably bringing it's not been confirmed, but there's a lot of good sources out there saying that the Knights of Ren are coming back. I feel like Kylo Ren has the opportunity to probably be the most different, because Kylo Ren did not evolve at all in The Last Jedi. I still think Adam Driver did a good job, but he didn't evolve. He was still the same whiny bitch. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't evolve at all. So I think that the opportunity for Kylo to have maybe the biggest difference is there, because we know the helmet is coming back, and we pretty much know that the Knights of Ren are going to be there. Snoke is dead. I think that points to the fact that Kylo has the opportunity. Now, are we just talking about all characters or the Resistance characters?
All of the characters that are going to be in this movie. Who do you think is going to be?
I think Kylo. I think Kylo.
But so basically, what you're saying though is that Kylo is going to be the same as he was in The Force Awakens. So that's not much of a change.
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily in EVS. What the hell are you putting?
What do you mean? It's ice cream. I'm thinking about having a chocolate ice cream bar tonight.
No, but I don't think Kylo would be the same as he is in The Force Awakens. I think he completely evolves to an actual true leader that's respectable, because he was not a true leader in The Force Awakens. I liked him in The Force Awakens, but I liked him because I saw the opportunities to evolve that character. But he was not a true leader in The Force Awakens. He was still a whiny bitch in The Force Awakens. He continued to be a whiny Skype bitch in The Last Jedi without his helmet, which he was stupid. But if into the episode 9, he has an opportunity to be a true leader within the dark side with the Knights of Ren, that infinitely makes him far more intimidating and far more interesting.
Basically the same as he was in The Force Awakens, because when you have the flashback scene when Rey touches the lightsaber and you see him with the Knights of Ren, he's their leader. So he's basically just reverting. Okay,
that's a fair point. So who do you think?
I have a feeling it's probably going to be Luke. Like, I agree with that. It's probably going to be either Finn or Luke, because
for some reason I'm thinking it's going to be Finn. I don't really know why Finn is on my mind right now, but I'm thinking it's going to be Finn.
Because I feel like JJ had something going with Finn. Like because my theory was, when I first saw The Force Awakens, is I thought that, Finn, they were going to try to tie him in with Lando, just the way they tried to tie everything back with the original trilogy. And I thought it was going to be, maybe Lando's this broken guy because his son was taken away from him when he was, young, to go be in, I want to say the Empire, but it's not, the First Order. And so, he's broken, and maybe that's why Finn was forced to be a janitor, because it's, an FU to Lando. So that's what I thought. That's what, what they were going with Finn. Maybe, he's going to be a good character. Maybe that's why this is happening to him, and that's why, Kylo Ren knows him in a way. But
it's a good question, though. I'm very interested to watch this this Mauler debate that you're talking about. What are you laughing at, EBS?
Nothing.
I'm gonna have to think about this more, because you've brought up an interesting point now, because there's several answers, though. There's several answers. I don't think Poe's on the radar, though. It's either going to be Finn or Rey, or I still think Kylo has the opportunity.
Exactly the same in all 3 movies, or all 2 movies.
Yeah. So, good stuff. Good stuff. That's a good question. So, Jedi Knight and friend of Captain Solo. I heard Battlefront 2 is getting a new cover with Rey and Iden. Really? No, there's no way. There's no way they're going to continue doing this stupid shit. I mean, we're about to get Anakin, which is awesome, but I would be shocked if they did Rey and Iden. I would be shocked. Black Angus Reviews, follow up to Saint Germanus, Jer versus Urban Acolyte. Yes, I know he made another video. He can't stop talking about me and EVS. I know. I don't care. If he was worth talking about, guys, I would worry about him. His subs are dropping every day. If he doesn't, Urban Acolyte, if he does not make a video talking about me and EVS, he can't break 1,000 views, and he has 62,000 subs. That speaks volumes about this guy. So, I mean, if he wants to keep talking about us, that's fine, man. Yeah. So he's just so irrelevant, man. He's so irrelevant. Ultimately, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it what it is. He's just not on our level. He's just not.
Correct.
He's just not. No. So, and that's just the reality of the situation. So, Mark C says, I understand that the beer EVS was showing taste like piss. I can no confirm nor deny that. So, but yeah, all right, we do need to wrap this up. We've been going for about 3.5 hours now, almost 2,000 likes. You crazy mofos. So amazing. Such another great live stream. EVS, we're killing it on these live streams, buddy. So next time you have a Comicsgate, man, just let me know. If I have time, I'd love to jump on there again with you guys. If there's stuff I can bring to the table. I just felt that was a good opportunity for me because of the Pensacon stuff. I felt like I could bring something to the table there. But
dude, you're always welcome. Always.
Well, it's good stuff. So again, one more time, Anna, congratulations. So happy for you, 40,000.
Yeah.
Anna.
EVS, happy for you, 100K. And we should break 120K early tomorrow here on the channel, which is stupid. It's amazing. And so Every time you subscribe to anybody within Geeks and Gamers of the Fandom Menace, you are causing more SJW tears, and that's what you need to remember. Also, understand this. The more you share videos, the more you like them, the more you comment on them, that is helping the algorithm. So that's not isolated to my channel. That's everybody you want to support. If you want to support a video, if you're watching a video from a creator, you like this video, you think that this video could get a lot of traction, share it. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, like the video, comment on the video, create discussions within the video. This helps the algorithm. This is crucial. So remember that, not just for me, for everybody. So for EVS, for Anna, for Odin, for everybody that watched, I just, again, thank you all for the support. Biggest audience we've ever had on the High Council, and I am honored to be part of it. So you guys have a great night, and we will see you next week on EVS's channel, Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Talk to you later.
Hell yeah.